Oh, hey, get ready to enjoy this great podcast with Courtney and her friends, fueled by Salt and Smoke. You're cute.
Sometimes things are tough, but if you got your family, it's enough. Making lots of friends along the way, especially in the Great Taste Gang. We've got your latest food news and scores from the Cardinals and the Blues. Nikki's part of the crew, and Greg Warren too. SeaWorld and Brando and Casey too. And Elton and Sean and Emily. And Mark and Marty and Randy. Guy and Risley. And all the moms and convies. Welcome to the Courtney Show.
Good morning. Welcome. We have a full week of work. I know I did not have one last week, but we have a holiday.
What?
Which is the one? Labor Day?
Oh, Labor Day.
Monday. A week from today.
Yeah.
Oh, really? That's
Yes,
Monday?
that's Monday.
That's
You
because
made it
it's
sound
a
like it was
depressing
this
holiday.
week.
But it's once we get through this week,
Yeah, you're right.
we have a long weekend.
Not the same.
I thought it was exciting.
It's kind of a sad one, though, because it's like it's all over now.
I know. Nick's birthday's tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. What are we doing?
He's not a big birthday
We're
guy.
not saying anything about it on the air, I'll tell you that much.
He's just not a big doesn't care.
No?
He's not a celebrator.
Alex asked me yesterday, she's like, do you know what Wednesday is? I don't know.
What?
A baseball game or something? She just kind of sat there. I'm like, I believe that would be our anniversary.
Is it your anniversary
Yes.
Wednesday?
And I'm like, I sat for a while and thought, it's number 20, right? Like, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No
It's
kidding?
20th?
Yes, our 20th anniversary is Wednesday.
Wow.
It's your Onyx anniversary.
Yeah.
You don't know what it is.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know that I'm not right.
I think it's diamond.
I think he's right. I think it's Onyx.
Is it?
Which means you just listen to the band Onyx all the time. That's all you have to do. Slam.
That's amazing.
Let the boys be boys. That's what you say to your wife on your 20th birthday or anniversary.
I'm curious of what it is. You know, we got a Diamonds Direct right there next door to us.
Ooh,
saying.
Brando. That's all she's
I
saying.
don't think it's open anymore.
Yeah, I think it's open.
I think it's closed
I
up.
do.
Just browse.
I don't know what
Their
it
Onyx
is.
selection is not what I
I bet they have some fine Onyx.
Yeah, but
I'm
they
going to
do.
drive down to Merrimack Caverns and go to the gift shop. I bet I can find some Onyx there.
To where?
The Merrimack Caverns, where they have the rocks.
Well,
20 years, man.
I want to talk more about this. That's Wednesday?
Wednesday.
We should probably have her on. Maybe do something.
That could be like a gift, right?
Yeah.
It's not a gift,
I
but
think it would be.
we could do maybe a little game with you two and get you in a fight for your 20th anniversary.
It doesn't take much.
Tim, let's hear about the weekend. How is...
Yeah, Can You Feel the Punk Tonight
Yeah.
was Saturday, our punk rock Disney tribute. And man, it was a blast. I had a great time. I think it exceeded all my expectations. People were just into it from the beginning. We did 2 shows. The first show, matinee show, had a whole lot of kids, which is, kind of fun for its own reason. All kinds of kids just seeing their first concert.
Yeah.
And just seeing their faces light up and talking to them after. And then the second show was more adult heavy, and it was just rocking. I mean, just like we barely had to sing. The crowd could have just sang the whole time.
They were ready to go.
Super fun. Yeah, it's just everybody, it's we do these practices, and it's just, a bunch of dads in the basement, and we're like, all right, I think we're okay. And then you get to that thing, and everybody just kind of turns it on, and we've got such kind of great people around us. Old SeaWorld helped out a ton, saved the day, some might say. And
I didn't see him at all until the show was completely over. So I was like, he's busy.
You didn't see him at all?
No, not until it was
Behind the
over.
scenes. Anything that went right, that was me. It was amazing out there.
But it was great. We're real excited to do it again. Great feedback from people online. A lot of GTGers out. So thank you to all the listeners that came out, because I got to talk to quite a few people, and we had a great time.
Almost sold completely out of T-shirts.
Oh, really?
It's pretty good.
Because we didn't sell a lot of T-shirts at Punk Rock Christmas, because maybe the shirt was a little too punk rock and not enough Christmas. So we were like, I just don't know if this
Who
is
is running the merch this time?
Bethany.
Oh, Bethany.
Oh, yeah.
She's good.
Yeah. She knows what she's doing.
We sort of were like, we'll just get some T-shirts because we just should have them, and then they were all gone. I think.
Oh, that's great.
4 left. Yeah.
That's great news. And so were more kids at the afternoon show?
Way more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool the way it broke down. Like there was way more kids at the early show, and then people rocked really hard at the late show.
They were ready
really,
for
really hard.
some fun.
Yeah.
Did you change anything from the first to the second, or no?
No, we didn't.
swore a
We
lot.
talked. We didn't. They were both family friendly. No, we played the full set, both shows. We didn't. Yeah, we might have adjusted some of the. There's so many characters. That's the other thing I should say. We should shout out to Mickey for listener Mickey for bringing his whole crew. The Star Wars crew were there, and it was. I mean,
He was dressed like Chewbacca?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it just made kids' day. I mean, it was so cool to have them there. But so we had a lot of those characters and a lot of the other Disney characters that we had all on stage. So we
You had a ton of people on stage.
yeah, too
Like
many.
a whole brass section at
Oh, yeah.
times.
We had a 5-piece horn section.
The mouse ska.
Shout out to
tears.
Sarah.
The Mouse Scottiers. Shout out to Sarah.
The what?
The little girl that sang
Mouse
was really
Tear.
good.
Moon's daughter, yeah, was amazing. She sang Do You Want to Build a Snowman? Yeah, Dave from Ludo played bass on a song, and then he also poor Dave was kind of my hero, but
When you said shout out to Mickey, I was like, that's really nice of you because he deserves it. I thought you were talking about DJ Mickey Head.
Thanks, Timmy. I was waiting for my lawyer.
there was confusion with that too. I texted Bert, my friend at the pageant that helps us put it out, and I go, hey, here's Mickey. See what he needs, or if you can get anything, and coordinate arrival times. And he's like, cool. What's his name? And I'm like, and he thought I meant Mickey, like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, right.
He thought Mickey
Costume
Mouse.
as
I'm like, no,
Mickey.
it's actually Mickey. Anyway,
It's the real one.
so yeah, we changed some of that, the intro and the outro stuff. But all the songs were the same, and it was really, really fun. I mean, we had costume changes.
Yeah.
and,
I saw your jacket. Your jean jacket was sweet.
Oh, guys, I'm into I don't know what you want to call
ironing
it.
on
Ironing.
patches.
I've never ironed
Oh,
on.
it looked great. It
I
looks
made
like
it-
it was stitched.
I made it myself.
Oh, it was great.
I asked him who did it, and he was so. I go, who did your jacket? He goes, was really proud of himself. He's like, I did it myself.
It was
He's
really
like, I ironed it. You iron on the patches.
Now, one change between shows is that I lost 2 patches. So that did happen. But the rest, I've never ironed anything on. It's fantastic. So I got this jacket, and then I did have some help. You use clothespins to
Oh, sure.
pin stuff on,
Yeah.
or safety pins. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
I
safety
think if
pins.
you guys ever need anything ironed on that only needs to last for like half a day,
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
Because you wanted to reuse that jacket as a plain jacket. You don't want it to always be Disney.
No, that one I'm committing to Disney because
Oh,
that's one that
okay.
we got for free. They sent to the station for
Oh, that 90s
that
show.
90s show. It was, and it was the
perfect.
jacket fit. It was like
Yeah.
a cool looking jacket. So I just turned it into a punk rock Disney
Did
jacket.
the nephews and nieces come out to the afternoon show?
Yeah, and Timothy.
Oh, he did?
TC3 was there as well. And it's so funny with kids. They
Did he
don't-
give you notes after the show?
Yeah, he did. He was like, you were a little flat on Be Our
Hanging
Guest.
around, Dad.
He's like, too much Moana. It's so like kids that little, like they don't really like even dance or have a good time. They just kind of are
Taking it all
mesmerized.
in.
Yes. So, but yeah, they loved it. I talked to him afterwards, and yeah, Timothy loved it. There's video of him. I don't sing the first song, so I wait and I come out at the second song, and I come out and you hear him go, "Daddy," and it's pretty.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is adorable.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
I'd
But
take
they
that
all-
video if you want to send it over.
Yeah,
they
let's
all-
get that video.
We'll get that video.
So what else? I mean, I'm sure that was your whole weekend. You're probably worn out from Saturday. I mean, that's a lot. 2 shows, that's a lot.
Yeah, and then
And for you too, Chris, because you did so much work.
So much,
save the day.
so much
He's
work.
saved for the day. A lot of we took it. Yeah, I had a lot of catching up yesterday on just homes cleaning our house, and my father-in-law Kim was in town, which was a good time, and it was good.
Oh, did
good
he go
weekend.
to the show too?
Oh yeah, he came
Oh,
to
yeah.
both. Yeah,
He's the best thing
a
going.
little extra pressure when your father-in-law's there.
I heard you sounded good. I mean, from what I saw online, people loved it. And Now more people want to go see Ludo.
Oh, good. Yeah, I love that. And then obviously Punk Rock Christmas is on sale.
At the pageant this year.
So that it's just, it's really fun. People seem really, it's a great time for a kid's first concert. I mean, that's one thing that happened a bunch this weekend. But yeah, Punk Rock Christmas tickets on sale now. And shout out to Moon, who's my partner in all of it and is just unbelievably talented. And it's so cool to
He
get
seemed
to
to really have a blast
watch
too.
him do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
he loved it.
yeah, he really had a good time.
Does he love Disney? Because he's got lots of children, right?
Yeah. You're right. I think it's he's got a lot of children, so it's just right up his alley to do this, something like this. And yeah, he had fun. And it's just those guys that have all played together for so many years and stuff. And it's just it's a cool thing. And shout out to the Lutmans for showing up as well.
Lutmans.
I didn't even get to say hi to Alex.
Was she upset?
She's not going
She
anymore.
wanted more VIP
She's
action.
like, that's it. I'm not going to these things anymore. If I don't get it.
She needs more
Meet and greet
Ruined her anniversary.
with the band.
And then you did the
Evolution
the
Festival
Evolution thing.
Yeah,
Was this the first year of it?
first year.
Okay.
It was great. I had so much fun. We got there. I think they pushed gate open back like an hour or so.
So you went Saturday.
I went Saturday, and I was there all day. And the main band I wanted to see, I wanted to see Modern English because, I mean, that was a real big part of my high school years.
Well, you celebrate their whole catalog.
I know one song, but he sounded great. That one song sounded great. But I'm going to tell you, my favorite artist of the day, Sugar Hill Gang.
Oh,
They killed it. It was so great. It was just everybody, was having a great time. They sounded great. I have no idea how old they are because Rapper's Delight came out like in 79, I think. But there's two of the three. I don't know what happened to the one, but it was a trio. But they look amazing. They sounded amazing. It was so much fun. So they were my favorite. Black Crowes were great too.
Yeah.
They were really good. Joe Buck and his family they were like these little bungalows.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so like businesses would buy them.
Right.
Well, it's like a special VIP, like a little house with like an outside part and an inside part. Like
where you can see the stages?
You can see the stages. So it's lined. So like big companies.
Yeah.
Probably
and they had
bought.
AC.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. So they were lined. Well, the Joe Buck family was the only one that was just a person's name. I think it was all, the rest was big companies.
And it said the Buck family?
It said the Joe Buck family. And I'm like, well, people are going to be
coming up
gawking all night at you.
There's no way he liked that.
Well, of course, our group was gawking. I didn't even look to the right when I went past it because I'm like, I don't.
He's not getting my eyeballs.
Yeah, no, he's not. But apparently Oliver Hudson was in the Joe Buck family, which makes sense because they were for the Black Crowes, and it makes sense.
Well, they do a podcast together.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know, but I mean, that's how they got together to do the podcast, is because Kate Hudson. Well, I don't know how they got together to do the podcast, but now they're friends because of that.
Right.
But I'm sure Oliver came in town because he wanted to see the Black Crowes.
Got it.
Who's Oliver Hudson?
Kate
Hudson's brother.
And Kate was married
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know him. And then Kate was married to the lead singer of the Black
Oh, they're
Crowes.
not married
I
anymore?
know that, yeah.
She's married to somebody else now.
She was with the guy from Muse for a minute.
Yeah. But I don't think they're
She was
together.
with the guy
It was a
from,
while ago they broke
who was
up.
with the guy from Space Hawk?
Oh, that was that might have been Hudson as well.
I think it might have been Hudson.
Oh, it
too.
was?
I think so.
She likes the musicians.
Yeah, like British musicians.
Well, anyway, it was great. I didn't stay for Black Keys. I want to beat the rush. I'm still old.
Sure.
But it was great. It was really good. I think they had a great turnout.
It looked like it.
And I think that last night I wanted to see Brandi Carlile so bad, but you know how I feel about Sundays, everyone.
You're weird. You're weird on Sundays.
I'm weird on Sundays.
You wouldn't be here today if you went to see that show.
Sundays are for the cats.
And Suits.
Yeah, Sundays are for Did you go back in?
Oh, yeah. Nick went and played golf yesterday, and I took in a lot of Suits, and he came home, and there was more Suits happening. And then he got a call about playing pickleball at 7:30. He goes, and he's tried to stretch out a little bit. And he's like, I got to get away from Suits. But he did not go play pickleball. He didn't have it in him.
Oh, really?
People were talking to me about Suits at the show. They were like, you got to tell Courtney. And I forget what the however many seasons they were into, but Suits came up twice with
It
people
did?
on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm entertained by it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm entertained. And it's like 9 seasons.
I wish.
Did you know it was 9 seasons?
Yeah, I knew.
9
It's
seasons.
like
very long.
100 episodes every year. It's a TV show, right?
It's crazy.
I don't think it has as many. It's not like
I'm
a
gonna see if
network show, but it's got a lot of episodes per season, maybe 11 or 12.
I'm going to see if I can find the conversation with the girl that forced me to watch Suits.
Who was it?
It was just some girl in.
Yeah, he was supposed to watch Suits, and she was supposed to watch
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, and so the deal was, I said she would like my TV show better than I would like whatever TV show she offered. And I said, you got to watch the first season of Game of Thrones. And she goes, you got to watch Suits. And so I watched every single episode of Suits that existed, and she didn't watch one episode of Game of Thrones. But she won. I was like, you win. There's no way you'll like whatever show I liked as much as I like this.
Wow.
Because you ended up liking
I
it.
ended up legitimately liking it. I'm going to see if I can find this.
Yeah.
It's going to take me a little bit.
But yeah, it was. I think it was well attended. Of course, it ended up raining on Saturday, so the ground was. It wasn't terrible though.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw people like having the best time at different shows, and I'm sure people are going to complain about different things because it's the first year of that festival with those people behind it. But it's good to have a festival back in St. Louis. It just really was great to see that many people come out, and there's just nothing better than live music.
Yeah.
It's just
The setup looked amazing. I mean, just the pictures, it all looked incredible.
it
So
looked
yeah, I'm
really
glad
good.
it went well.
There were weird things for sale though there.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it was supposed to be. It's like besides the bourbon and barbecue, which was
yeah.
great that they did that. There were different like vendors selling things, and there was one person selling. All I saw is ceramic coffee mugs, and I'm thinking, who's buying this? And then they're going to carry it around a festival.
And I'm surprised at a festival they usually don't sell stuff like that you can
You throw at the stage.
Yeah,
and
because
hurt
I don't even
somebody.
think you could bring in an umbrella to the festival.
Oh.
But I think they probably sold umbrellas. But it didn't rain while we were there the whole time. It quit raining, so it was great. And I'm not sure about yesterday's show, but it looked like a ton of people were there.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them on the first year. I hope it continues. Let's make it a weekend when there's not so much. What about the fall?
It was unbelievable, all the stuff this weekend.
We have the
Fall
most beautiful
festival would be
fall
nice.
weather. Why aren't we doing it in the
I
fall?
always try to do stuff in the summer. It's too damn hot.
Yeah.
You're right.
Let's move
Let's
this
talk to 'em.
to the fall.
Yeah.
When less things, I mean, there's still a lot of stuff going on.
Then you got school going on.
Did you find it?
The conversation.
Yeah, school. I know.
That's part of the problem.
But school's still happening now.
Yeah.
So,
You didn't really save anything.
No,
by
you
doing
didn't.
It, no.
Oh my God. So this is in October 17th, 2017.
Okay.
Holy wow.
oh my gosh.
Oh man, some of this is probably too embarrassing to read.
No.
Was Suits still happening then?
Yeah.
It was-
I think
it
it
was-
started
yeah.
in 2015 is when it began.
So when did it finish?
9 seasons later.
Still going.
I did go in and look to see, because I don't recall Meghan Markle being on that show for so many years, but she was.
Yeah.
And here's my other question. Did Prince Harry see her on this show? Like-
is that how he
Like, I don't know. I have so many.
Did it ever? I doubt.
I've been
I'd like
watching
to.
your program. on
I'd
the
like
telly.
to think that the royal family doesn't, especially watch USA. I mean, that's.
You gotta have higher standards than that.
I don't know.
Who was it? I forget. Who was the person that introduced them? It's some big time, like Adele.
Yeah.
It's like a British
I don't know.
person that you would also be
I
like,
don't
yeah,
know
she
the
hangs
lore.
out with Meghan.
But I'm just curious about it because it's like she was on that show. It's probably her first big role that she had, and
I
she
feel like
was
it was her only role.
she was in Fringe for a minute.
And she was in, what did I see her in?
Oh,
She's in a Sandler movie
She
for
is.
a minute.
She's a UPS
Or FedEx,
delivery.
yes.
Yeah,
I've watched so much Sandler in the last
and
couple
she
weeks.
was a Deal or No Deal
Yes,
briefcase
that was right.
person.
Yes. What a delight.
All right. Do you have anything else you want to add? Are you going to read it or not?
I'm going to send you a
screenshot.
I'm going to send you,
You can't read it.
a meme. No, I could read it. I'm going to send you a meme that she sent me. Or I'll show it to you.
All right, let me tell you what's on the show today.
I'll tell you one more thing. My dad, oh boy.
Oh my gosh. He is fantastic, by the way.
It just says keep calm and get lit up because there's a guy on the show named
Lewis.
Lewis Lit.
Yeah.
And he should have won every single award
He's so good.
in the book.
He's so funny. He's such a great character.
All right, man, I can watch
I really think you would like it, and Emma.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
It's not a procedural, though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, it is?
it is.
Oh.
Every episode.
Assuming it was that or a
everything.
competition.
I mean, there's
That go
themes
throughout,
that
but,
run.
but you're also knocking out cases
Yes,
per
you are.
episode. Okay.
Yes.
We'll get on.
So she says, so I make a Game of Thrones reference, and she goes, "Is it bad? I've never seen Game of Thrones." And I say something hilarious,
Of course you do. Your text game is strong.
and it's one of the best things about it.
Random, but strong.
And she goes, "I'm more of a Suits girl myself." And I said, I obviously have it. And then we make some sort of the bet, and I go, I obviously have it easier because I already like wearing suits, so this isn't a stretch for me. And she says, "It's a deal if you've convinced me. Now I need to work out how. On this basis, you'll love it. In fact, don't bother following the storyline. It's all about the nice suits."
She really went in because of the suits.
She was kind of funny.
Kind
And
of
then,
a story.
we're talking about it for a little while here. I might find other texts to read
yeah.
about how she recommends suits.
It's good.
And then I think I go back and I say, like, my God, I love suits. I'll find that stuff.
It's just entertaining, period. Like after 44 minutes of whatever it is, you're entertained each episode. And then again, there's those storylines that continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep you coming back for more.
All right, let me tell you about the tickets we have this week to give away. Chris Tucker is coming to the Stiefel Theater December 4th, and you'll win tickets in Throwback Live for Chris Tucker. And then another Stiefel show, another comic, John Oliver is going to be at Stiefel on September 7th. That was a quick turnaround show, too.
You'll like this.
Okay.
She wrote, "Question, are you someone that hates emojis? Just struck me that you never use them."
Oh, yeah. Because you don't want to go in on a non-emojier
Yeah.
because they're going to be like, ugh.
Here we go.
Unless it's your dad, and then you welcome the emojis. Yes,
Your dad's emojis.
just to see what he's pulling out. So John Oliver is going to be at the Stiefel like next week, September 7th, and we'll have tickets for first 5 notes with that. But besides that, just all the regular stuff. Plus, Rick Springfield is, we recorded an interview with him last week. We'll run that back today because his show is
Tomorrow night.
All right.
Tomorrow night, St. Louis Music Park. I want my 80s tour with him, the Hooters, Paul Young.
Tommy Two-Tone.
And honestly, guys, stick around for this interview.
You're not going to want to miss
It's
it.
one of the best ever.
I think Brando cleaned it up a little bit. I bet it really sings now.
You'll be impressed.
It's cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just had a delay. It wasn't Springfield's fault.
It was a weird
had some good moments.
cadence. You know, you sometimes don't have good phone cadence with
Right,
people.
yeah.
That's
And
the
this
biz.
was one of those things.
Much
But
better cadence now.
if you guys want to text us on the Cheney window and door text line, we'd love to hear from you. 314-669-4665.
The Hollywood Outsider on 106.5 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week they have Vic how do you say this guy's name? Pandya?
I think it's Pandia.
Pandya? Pandya. Anyway, he's very funny. He's at Westport. And then Max Price is at Streets of St. Charles. For tickets, check out stlfunnybone.com, stlouisfunnybone.com.
St. Louis Funny Bone.
He's
469-6692.
still in the number, which is nice. Stop me if you heard this one. Bob Barker came as close as he could to 100 without going over.
Oh my gosh, it was so overused. Yeah, I thought it was funny when I first read
When
it.
I first read it, I was
Then
like, oh, that's funny. I'm like,
It was sad though. I was
30
sad. I was
30
real
more
bummed out
times.
about it because there's no one that didn't. I mean, of a certain age. I don't even know what the cutoff is, but that wasn't at home on a sick day watching The Price is Right.
Yeah, 2007 is when he retired. So anything prior to that, because from 1975 to 2007.
And at that point, there was nothing else on TV. Like there were very limited things to view. And now, I mean, if you're homesick, you have a million things you can watch.
watch
You're
Suits.
streaming. Yeah, you could watch Suits.
9 seasons of Suits. You'd be sick for a week.
And man, go ahead.
I saw a meme that wasn't as overused, and it was just like a bowl of soup, a can of Sprite, saltines, and then like,
Yes.
this is what it was. Like,
That's what it
you
was.
watched Price is Right when you were sick at home.
Yeah. Ginger ale.
Ginger ale, that's the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And him and Happy Gilmore is one of the
my
greatest
God.
CEOs
Funny.
So great.
of all time.
So good in it. So he was a radio guy before he started hosting Truth or Consequences back in 1956. And so he went right from Truth or Consequences then to The Price is Right. So I think he was on that from 56 to like 75. Excuse me, around that time. Then he started doing The Price is Right. So
Oh, I saw a really cute screenshot that Vanna White put up. Did you guys see that? She just said that she was, when she first moved to LA in 1980, she was on The Price is Right. And there's a picture of
really?
her. Look how adorable she is. She's on Contestants Row.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Isn't she so cute? And she's the one that introduced her, I think, maybe to Merv Griffin or something.
oh, well,
Really?
Yeah, that's the key.
But she was just adorable. Just an adorable picture.
Old Merv's a kingmaker. Did you ever hear his, what was it, his theory of like people on TV, like what he looked
Big
for?
heads.
Big heads.
Yeah. Big heads look better on television.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't
I
think that
admit-
Bob Barker had a big head, but
I don't know. I put
Pat Sajak's got a big thinker.
I put a video up on a YouTube video up on our blog today. Just all these great moments from Bob Barker hosting.
It's funny.
And he is so funny with these contestants. Everybody wanted to pick him up all the time or kiss him.
Kiss him.
Everybody
One
wanted to
lady,
kiss him.
Wanted to kiss him.
I wonder what they're doing on Price is Right to sort of
yeah,
show-
celebrate.
I guess they probably shoot those in like one
Yeah, that's
week
the
all
problem.
year.
Yeah,
But they got to do something. Drew
Already
Carey and
recorded
stuff.
one.
Yeah.
And they're moving studios, which is crazy. So I don't even know if
yeah,
they're
that's
shooting
right.
new episodes yet.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Point. Arlene Sorkin also passed away. You may not know the name. She was on Days of Our Lives, and she was the original voice of Harley Quinn in the Batman cartoons. But if you see her, I saw a couple pictures of her. I'm like, oh, I recognize her. She was in,
Ton of movies. And
Yeah, you would
like,
recognize
Oh, yeah, I knew her
just
from Days of
side-
Our Lives.
yeah. Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine had emergency life-saving surgery. That's all we know. We don't know why. She did make a post, but it was really vague. So she had to cancel shows, I guess, last fall when she broke her foot. So it might have something to do with that because she said her feet are fine in the post. So I don't know if that was like, it has nothing to do with my feet, or
my feet are going to be okay.
thank God my feet are going to be okay.
Huh.
So I mean, you could always get an infection or something from the procedure.
Yeah.
I don't know. So we'll see. Bill Murray and Khalees broke up.
Kellis.
Kellis?
Isn't it
I
Kellis?
thought we decided it was Khalees.
Oh, we don't know?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
The only thing I know about her for sure,
Is her milkshake. Yes. Mhm.
I want to say Khalees.
Really?
Yeah, but
I've never heard it like that.
Wouldn't
But I'm not
even lie.
saying it in public.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it.
Khalees.
Yeah, there it is. Khalees.
Oh.
That's how we say it. Now we know. Let's
So they're broken
see.
up.
Yeah, they broke up.
Yeah.
Don't know why. They started dating, I guess, after her second husband passed away. He had stomach cancer in like March of 2022. So they hadn't been together for very long. Gran Turismo won the box office over the weekend, but not a very impressive win. Only made $17.3 million. But it was enough to win. I guess we weren't going to the movies this weekend. There might be a third Dune movie. That director, Denis Villeneuve, says it would be his dream to make a third movie. He's made two. I don't think that's a long...
You guys
Not a-
loved the first one?
I did. I'm pumped for this second one.
I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
hopeful the second one is,
Well,
is
we
good.
know why Tim liked it.
Why?
Why? Oh, Chalamet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, duh. My sister dragged me to see the first Sting, Dune,
With
in
Sting in it?
the
Yeah.
theater because of Sting.
That's the craziest movie. That's
I saw it at the
what they
Lincoln
did.
Theater, too.
It's
Really?
crazy.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's weird.
Shout out Lincoln.
The Spice. Well,
Spice must fall.
we'll see. There's
Well, I
another...
hope he makes 3.
Yeah,
But there's only
another
so much
book.
story there. Oh,
Well, so
There's like
I guess-
100 books.
Yeah, I think the first two movies that he's made, hasn't finished the second one or whatever, is based on the first book, because he was talking about the second book, and like the author wrote the second book because of the way people reacted to the first. Like they thought what's his face was Paul was kind of a hero, and then he was like, that's not what I wanted, and so that's why he kind of wants to go on and tell this next story. So I don't know, we'll see. If both movies do well, the studio will be like, yeah, here you go.
Yeah.
Go make another one.
As long as Chalamet's in all of them.
Yeah, you're going. That Doogie Kamealoha MD. Anyway, it's toast. The Disney canceled it. So that was like the Doogie Howser reboot, but it was with, I think, a girl in Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I remember when it came out.
It made it 2 seasons. Derek Huff from Dancing with the Stars got married to Haley
Sorry, Landrum.
Herbert, I guess. Herbert is how it's spelled, but I'm betting it's not Herbert.
She's a dancer.
She's a dancer. He's a dancer. They look like a very happy couple.
Maybe they'll make a tiny dancer.
Oh. Simone Biles won her record 8th national championship.
Yes, she did.
Making her the oldest woman to win the title ever. She also passed up the guy who won 7 titles from 1925 to 1933. His name, Alfred Yoakum.
Oh, he was good.
Oh, he was so limber.
Remember the Yoakum? Now they're still doing the Yoakum.
Dwight's great-great-grandfather.
What was he doing in 1925?
I don't
gymnastics.
know.
Have you ever
Like a
seen
cartwheel.
Have you ever seen like the side by side with the what is it?
Pommel horse?
Yeah, well, it's
one where
them
they-
going over the pommel horse.
Oh,
What is
they
it,
just
the vault
jump
or
over it.
something? Yeah, they like,
Yeah.
It's like there and it's a side by side and it's 2 guys running and one guy just like touches the top of it and goes over it and it's like this. And one guy like launches like 100 feet in the air and does like billion flips and you're like, this is 30 years apart.
It's great.
It's crazy.
And how old is Simone Biles that she's the oldest?
26, maybe?
Oh, wow.
26.
Ancient.
And said she was the oldest.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, oldest woman ever win the title. UltimateClassicRock.com put together a list of their favorite recurring characters from Saturday Night Live.
Their favorite what?
Their favorite recurring characters from Saturday Night Live.
like Stefan.
Yeah, but it's...
Is it
You're not
musical?
going to love the list because it's ClassicRock.com.
Oh, so it's music related, like
well,
the Blues
no, it's
Brothers.
just... It's dated. Like, you can tell, because everybody has, like,
There's so
their
many great characters.
Church lady?
their perfect time. Yeah, like Church Lady, I think. Yeah, number 5.
That's the
Church
ticket.
Lady. No, not that one.
Okay.
The cheerleaders?
Cheerleaders didn't make the top 10. There's 30 of them. They're on the blog.
When Will and Gasteyer do the music thing, like, oh, that's a real hot mic.
No, they don't have them either. I don't think there's any Will Ferrell. Not a single Will Ferrell character on there.
What
Yeah,
about
so no
Robert
cheerleaders.
Goulet?
No, Robert Goulet. Like Hans and Franz is number 10. Dan Aykroyd, his like toy guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's a funny one.
but I mean,
Fun
how many?
Ball.
I didn't know that there were
Bags of
multiples.
glass.
Yeah, it's a bag of glass. Phil Hartman, his unfrozen caveman lawyer.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
funny.
it's
But
funny.
I like Frankenstein, Tonto, and
Oh, yeah, the musical group.
yeah, well, they would like do sketches or they would sing
Yeah.
or whatever. Like I like that one better.
Tiny E on there?
Ooh,
No, Tiny E. Gilda Radner's Rosanna
Rosanna
Dana.
Yeah, that's a
Eddie
good one.
Murphy did his Buckwheat. Also, Mr.
Mr.
Robinson is
Robinson.
number
yeah.
2. Church Lady we mentioned. Wayne and Garth.
Oh,
Wayne's World.
what about Garth and Kat?
Yeah.
God, love Garth.
Love them.
So good.
Chris Farley doing Matt Foley? That's number 3 on the
Oh,
list.
that's good.
Mr. Robinson, I said at number 2, and then number 1, the Blues Brothers.
I knew it'd be Blues
Oh.
Brothers.
That's
No
terrible.
Terrible.
So bad.
It's not a good movie.
No, it's
I dislike that movie.
There's a good I think you should leave. Actually, it's probably a bad I think you should leave sketch about the Blues Brothers where he's like, I'm doing the Blues Brothers. And everybody's like, this is not good.
Anyway, that full list is up on the blog if you want to check it out. I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
The Courtney Show.
It's Courtney and Brando and Chris and Tim. It's a Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. So many things going on this weekend. That rain was kind of a bummer in the morning because I knew it was supposed to, there was a percentage of rain,
Yeah.
a chance, but I didn't think it would be all morning long. So a lot of things
Owen had a football tournament thing
Was it
Saturday
canceled?
morning. We drove all the way to Bethalto. Didn't even start warming up, and then that's when the lightning and stuff kicked in. And like 40 minutes later, they're like, "We're done. It's canceled." So it just drove back.
Yeah, lots of things. I mean, lots of outside events too. That like the Festival of Nations. I think they had to push stuff back. Luckily, yesterday was a pretty beautiful day.
Oh, good day yesterday. Yeah.
And the race, the big race. Did anybody go to the race yesterday? The Bommarito?
That was yesterday, too?
Yes.
No idea.
Lord.
I didn't
Yeah.
know it was happening.
I didn't either.
I didn't
Nick went
either.
and played golf right next door. He said, "Oh yeah, you could hear him revving up the cars. Yeah.
I didn't leave the house. I just watched the FedEx Cup final all day.
Oh, yeah.
Just all right.
It was yesterday, though.
It was. Congratulations to
Was it really?
Yeah.
Victor Hovland.
Oh, I like him.
He's great.
You like him?
I love him.
I have no idea. I just have sort of.
Just has the sweetest face. He just always looks like he's like surprised.
Where's he from?
He's from Norway.
Okay. He's on fire, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, nobody came close to him. It was to the point where
He won like by 5 strokes?
yeah, Schauffele was making a run, Xander Schauffele, but he couldn't catch him.
Schauffele can't finish.
No.
Schauffele's
Am I
fine.
right?
He was too far back. He was too far back.
Nothing he could do.
Tim doesn't know.
They were already starting to etch the guy's
Yeah,
name
they
on
were.
before it was even over. They're like, this
you
guy's
saw
got it.
Yes.
Told you.
I was very happy for old Victor Hovland.
Yeah.
But what? Oh, I'm not going to.
What did he win?
No, it's just like, what does it matter? Like, what does it matter? It's just that he wins a ton of money.
A ton of money.
Wins everything.
But nobody cares. Nobody's like, oh, this is awesome that he won the FedEx Cup because it's fairly new and nobody gets it and nobody cares. Like the ones they care about are the British Open, the U.S. Open,
Yeah,
the Masters.
the majors are still always gonna be the biggest. But now we have the Ryder Cup to look forward to.
Oh yeah.
You know that's good, and that's going to be interesting to see.
Who are the captains?
God, it's somebody I don't like. I think.
And the American field is deep these days, right? Tons of good American golfers.
Yeah, I mean it's that one year that the U.S. Was blowing Europe out of the water though, and then Europe came back and just smoked them. Like they had never had that big of a lead going into Sunday, so anything can happen. Who is the captain? Let me see. But the interesting thing, see, you got me into this. It's all your fault. The interesting thing is, are they going to pick up live players?
Well, they have to, don't they? I mean,
Yeah, I thought that was.
Well, it's the captain's discretion.
I like that guy got booed.
Oh, that Jay Monahan.
The guy who made that.
Oh, he
It was
did?
his first appearance that I can recall.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
And
Zach-
he got
Pretty
booed.
fun. Oh, yeah.
Oh, Zach Johnson. He's okay. Zach Johnson's the captain.
So he could choose to stick it to those guys.
He's not going. He's going to pick the best,
Yeah.
the roster he can.
What's his name? The guy that we don't like?
Yeah, Brooks, Bryson,
And
DeChambeau.
Oh, we don't like
Koepka.
Bryson either?
No,
Oh, I knew that.
I don't like
careful
either one
over
of them.
there.
All right, that's your golf talk for today. We'll get into Indy racing in the 8 o'clock hour. No, I'm just kidding.
That'll be fun.
Can't wait to show my friends today. Best thing I saw yesterday.
I saw a few things I screenshot over the weekend. I did not take one picture at that music festival. I was in the moment, people.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
I did not take, but I would like at least one as just verify I was there.
Sarah didn't take anything?
No, I don't think so. You know, she has a whole file of Nick pictures because, Nick hates to get his picture taken. And it's all him looking angry or her surprising him. She has a whole file that she's going to do something with someday. But I did see one thing that I liked, and it's a restaurant sign. I saw it. Carol had shared it on her Facebook page and made me laugh. Unattended children will be given a Red Bull and taught how to swear. just on a chalkboard. I really like that. And then I did see something that I didn't know even existed. Have you guys ever seen these like high-waisted stomach shaper boxer briefs? It looks like a girdle for men.
Oh, no. I've never seen that. Looks like you pulled an ab muscle.
Wow.
Probably
Is
could have
that-
used those Saturday.
Is anybody wearing this?
Man,
I've
I
never
could
seen
use
them
that.
before.
If I wore that, I'd look great.
And why is it advertising to me?
Yeah.
That I don't understand.
We know you like to buy these shapewear.
Maybe
So,
you have a fella in your life who needs a little shaping up.
all right. What about you guys? What'd you see?
That's funny. It said a little kid came up to the ice cream truck today holding a $5 in one hand and a cool leaf in the other. And she asked for a bomb pop. So somebody that works at the ice cream truck, basically. And she said, okay, that'll be leaf, please. And she said no and handed me the $5. She could have got it for the leaf.
That's
And the kid's
funny.
like, nah. And this is said when my son won when my son was 3, he had a guinea pig named Rufus. Well, one day he left the cage open. Rufus disappeared. So I bought a replacement Rufus, never told my son, and things were going fine until the original Rufus showed up. And I had to pretend he was Rufus's cousin, Roger, from Philly.
What about you guys? What did you say?
I just found one thing I liked. It was a tweet. Somebody tweeted and said, "For those that work remote, what are the pros and cons?" And then somebody responded, "Pros. Sleeping in, showering on my own time, no traffic, peace and quiet, running errands in spare time, taking my life back, not being overly tired to work. Cons, people who make up articles about wanting to return to the office."
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that hits them every time. Like, stop talking
Knock
about it.
off.
We got a good
Talking
thing
about
going here.
productivity.
It is true, though. People were making up those articles constantly. And you're just like, there's no way any of these are real.
And you know who it is? It's people that probably have to go into an office.
Yeah.
And they're like, everybody
you guys
needs
aren't
back.
working as hard as we
Yeah.
are.
All right, Halle Berry tweeted something about how she has abs, and she goes, just a picture of her with the abs, and she goes,
I saw it.
Finally got them. And then somebody responded and said, Halle Berry getting abs in her 50s is inspiring me to wait until my 50s to get abs. I think we might have done this already, but I really like it. Samuel Salisbury says the guy with the worst grades should get to give a graduation speech too. Let me hear both sides.
I agree.
I like that.
Lifelong friendship is so funny. I once saw you drink a Four Loko out of an Ugg boot, and now you have a son named Arnold. We might have done this one too, but it's one of those things. It's like back and forth ish. Yankee Doodle, and it says he sticks a feather in his cap, and and then he goes, "This is called macaroni." Yankee Doodle's friends. Okay, cool. Listen, man, everybody's worried about you.
I've never heard that one.
And this one, I need to send this to Nikki to see if she thinks this is funny at all. But he said, somebody just described Taylor Swift concerts as Burning Man for kids, and I can't stop laughing. And Henpecked Hell had one that said, welcome to your 40s. One of your neighbors has a tree you can't stand, and you fantasize about something bad happening to it.
That is the truth.
This one's from a guy named Nupe for Life. He says, well, since I didn't win the Mega Millions, let me see what this mesothelioma lawsuit is talking about. And then last one, Art Les says, it's one of those fake things that's, here is your flour in the worst possible container. Beep you. Love flour companies.
And then you're just stuck with it.
You're just stuck with it.
All right, those are the best things we saw. They'll be at The Courtney Show STL on Facebook and Instagram on the story. Coming up next, we've got Food Court 106.5 The Arch.
Food Court.
106.5 The Arch.
All right, it's time for Food Court, brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app. Earn 2% back on every purchase with the Schnucks Rewards app. All right, Brandon brought something in for us to try. I want to thank whoever brought by the watermelon for me. I'm assuming it was for me because I've been talking about watermelon so much. And I sliced it up on Friday.
It was for me. It was Lucky Kelly, golf winner. Lucky Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Kelly.
Said, hey, Courtney, I'm the one that brought the seeded watermelon. Didn't want to seem creepy by dropping it off. Guess I already did.
I felt a lot like Baby in Dirty Dancing. I carried a watermelon when I had to leave for the day, but I sliced it up myself. I'm telling you, it was good, but I prefer to buy them already cut. It was a huge mess.
A lot of work, isn't it?
And I'm the only watermelon eater in the house, and it was a lot of watermelon.
got
Twinkies.
Pumpkin spice Twinkies. We talked about them, I think.
Somebody
last week.
said they're real good, but I think you have to like pumpkin spice.
I'm not going to do it. I don't like pumpkin spice.
But you know what a Twinkie tastes like, and you know how good a Twinkie is.
Yeah, Twinkies are... If this was a real Twinkie, I would be in heaven.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you. I'll bet it's good. Here I go.
I do too.
It smells good.
It's not my thing.
I think it's nice.
I don't
I
think
don't
it's
like it.
bad.
It's exactly what I thought it would be.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes it can be too much. I don't think it's
It tastes like the the loaf at Starbucks that I get, only combined with a Twinkie.
Oh, I can smell
Would
it.
I take this over a normal Twinkie? I'm not sure. But if I was at a pumpkin spice theme party or something.
If you were at a pumpkin spice event.
I think they did a nice job.
They did a good job.
Somebody,
It's not bad.
The Twinkie cake is fabulous. And I'm going to tell you, I think the best way to get Twinkies is to buy them in the single wrapped, like a box. They're crazy fresh.
Yeah.
When are they not single wrapped?
Because usually it's when you buy them and, you get two of them.
Gas station. Twinkie.
You guys it's too much pumpkin spice for me.
But
I
if
don't
you're
think it's
into pumpkin
overwhelming.
spice,
You're going to love them.
they nailed it. They did a great job.
All right. And
Thank you, Brando.
Thank you, Brando.
You're welcome.
I do appreciate it.
Thank you, Brando.
Right in the old recycling bin.
All right. So, Brando, you said you tried something too over the weekend?
Yeah, so we went to, I had to go to Bethalto for the tournament thing, and then that didn't happen. And like the storm was rolling in, so I was like, well, let's see if we can grab breakfast somewhere. I didn't know where to go, so I went to a place called Eagle's Nest, or the Eagle's Nest in Bethalto. It's like this little diner-looking thing. I was like, this will be pretty good. It was very good. It was packed in there, which is always a good sign for a diner. And I wasn't like terribly hungry, so I just ordered a breakfast sandwich. It was humongous. I tried to take a picture, and I don't think
You couldn't tell the size
yeah,
of it
you
because
can't tell.
you always have to put like your hand. Well, your hand would
I
work.
should have put it next to my hand, but look, it's like double-decker sausage. So it's like 2 sausage patties, and then like
yeah.
a big omelette-y egg in the middle, and then 2 slices of cheese, and it was on French toast, and it was like a big
on French
thick
toast.
piece of French
Way
toast.
to go, Eagle's Nest.
It was great. I ate half of it and had to take the rest home.
Oh yeah, so it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
I know that a lot of people saw this picture over the weekend. I saw it as well. About the buttered corn at McDonald's. Did you guys see this?
No.
So it's from
yeah. What's the deal?
So it's from the McDonald's page, and it says, officially entering our buttered corn era. Add this as a side to your meal. And it's from the McDonald's Facebook page.
Like April Fool's Day or something?
No, it's the Philippines. I mean, because people were going, there's 38,000 comments on this. Oh, yeah, you know what I was thinking? That Big Mac and would go really good with some buttered corn. And just kernels of buttered corn in a glass bowl. So that is
I think the Philippines, McDonald's has like a spaghetti dish too.
Do they?
Yeah.
Have you been to the Philippines, McDonald's?
I think he
Multiple
did.
times.
Have
He
you?
did his training there, wasn't it?
Many times.
Didn't you do all your training?
No.
Or was that
No
Thailand?
training. I worked there once and then went there for fun once. Tim, you'll like this. We went to I was going to meet up with friends who were there it was Sarah Lena and her husband, and she was going to her grandmother's 100th birthday, and it was this big deal, and they threw this big party, and then like 5 years later, they found out that she was only like 87 or something.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
Like everybody made a big deal. It was her 100th birthday.
Oh, my God.
She's not even close.
She wasn't even
That is hilarious. Yeah, so they don't know how the mistake happened and how it was added to the McDonald's US page, their Facebook page, but a lot of people.
Oh, so it wasn't just like a shot. Like it actually came out on the McDonald's
that's
US
crazy.
page.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But they said that it's only in the Philippines and it's also available in Singapore. Both those places you can get the buttered. I don't think people were like, this is an awesome menu item. They were just
It was just so strange.
very confused on what was happening. Do you guys, have you ever noticed this? I don't buy pickles. I don't buy a jar of pickles ever. And then,
I like
I do.
I've never noticed that.
Yeah, I've never noticed that.
have you ever noticed that pickles is never written on jars of pickles?
What?
What are you talking about?
So-
Like illegal?
No, it's not. It's a very, it's just not, the answer isn't like some big
It's like-
conspiracy theory.
It's like people knowing where Brando's dad is turning when he's in their neighborhood.
yeah, right.
Everybody knows where I'm going.
So Clausen and Vlasic, they have on their jars like kosher dill spears, bread and butter slices. The word pickles is nowhere to be found. And I guess TikTok started this whole thing, calling it Picklegate, blah, blah, blah. One person joked that it had to be called pickles. It needs to be from the pickle region in France. They were joking, of course. Well, someone asked Big Pickle, what's the real reason? And they just said they don't think it's necessary to put something on there that you can clearly see what it is.
Yeah, that's weird, though, that so many of them don't. I'm finding some companies that do, but they're like smaller. It's not.
It's a glass jar. You can see the pickles inside. Vlasic said there's limited space, and they'd prefer to clearly communicate the form and flavor inside the jar.
Maybe they forgot and they're like, people can just see it.
Yeah, and what do they mean by there's limited space? You're making the label. You can make the label as big as you want.
I don't know. I've never even noticed it because I'm not a pickle buyer at all.
Interesting.
But
I like some pickles.
Do you like Spears?
Eat that pickle?
Spears?
Well, it just depends on what you're doing with it. A good spear is enjoyable, but I like the little sweet gherkins too, those little guys. Ugh. And then like a slice, if you're putting them on burgers, I don't want like a whole spear on there. But a spear's good on a hot dog, like Chicago-style dog.
Pickling?
I'm a big pickle guy.
No. You are? You're pickling?
Yeah. I find the pickle, when they put a pickle close to something.
Oh, to the sandwich?
It just ruins everything.
Wrap that.
Wrap the pickle up.
Yes.
In something that is waterproof.
If I'm getting a sandwich, it should be in aluminum foil. I don't want that pickle touching my bread.
I want it marinating in the pickle.
And sometimes they'll put it on, they'll be like, oh, here's a hamburger with all the fixings on the side. But then they'll like just slap the pickle on there on the plate, and then the pickleness gets into the bottom of the fries, and then you're eating pickle fries.
No, nobody wants
awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I don't like
Sign
them.
us up. But you like a pickle on your Whitey's burger, right?
I don't.
Really?
No.
No pickles.
God, it's perfect.
You're
on
not putting
a
pickles on anything, Chris?
Zero. I never
not
want
either.
a pickle on anything ever.
But I like the fried pickles. The fried pickle chips.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's weird.
But I just don't want a pickle on my stuff.
Would you put a fried pickle on your stuff?
No. I don't want to. Fried pickle on its own, I know what I'm getting. I'm eating pickle right now. If I'm eating a cheeseburger,
you don't want a pickle surprise.
I want a cheeseburger.
Nobody wants to be surprised by the pickle.
I don't want a pickle surprise. I do like.
Oh man,
that should be a segment.
I like raw onion on a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The only thing, and if the lettuce is decent, fine. But raw onion's the only thing I want on my cheeseburger. I don't want any like the sautéed onions.
Not for you.
It's different.
I like the sauteed.
No, I like
I don't like that raw onion.
just a raw onion.
This is food related. Let me share this.
Okay.
We went to Billy G's in Kirkwood last night with my father-in-law Kim, and Timothy he was all wound up, and it was we kind of will take turns, like kind of taking him for a laugh around the restaurant or outside or anything. And I was eating, so I grabbed my I had cut the burger in half, so I grabbed the last bite of one half, and I put him on my hip and got out of there and took that last bite, and then had some ketchup and barbecue sauce on my hands, and I was like, uh-oh, because then I'm walking around the block.
And it looks like blood.
He's all worked up. I didn't even think about that. But so I'm looking at him, who had been eating, and he's just filthy, right? Like his whole shirt is just, it's
how they roll.
Pasta all over him. And I got this dirty hand, so I'm like...
Well, it's perfect place to wipe it off.
Yeah, so that's fine, right?
Yeah, of course. It's a mess.
Dad code.
I got no problem with that.
He's a mess. I just made him messier, but I was like, otherwise I got this ketchup on my hand.
I think you made the right call.
Okay, good.
I mean, you do it in secret. You don't just like display to everyone like, I'm using my child as a napkin.
No, I did. I kind of repositioned him, and in that process got that ketchup.
Especially if they got a bib.
Are you ticklish?
Yeah. All right, I wanted to come clean on that.
I think it's that.
I'm not going to judge you at all.
Okay, thanks.
I'm proud you took your child out to dinner. That has to be quite a
mistake.
It's it's hit or miss with him. Sometimes he's great, and some days he just wants everyone in there looking at him.
Oh yeah.
I saw a video last night of something similar. It wasn't exactly what you did, but this dad, who's clearly a terrible dad, his kid had ice cream in the car, and he was doing this video so that he could put it online. But the kid had ice cream, and I don't know, he's like 3 or something, and the dad palms the ice cream and the cone and throws it out the car window, and the kid looks terrified and so confused, and the mom's like, "Why would you do that?" And then the dad wipes the ice cream on the kid's shirt, and he starts crying like really, really hard. It's like one of the worst videos I've ever seen.
What was the point of this?
It's terrible. But anyway, you're kind of like that, Dad.
Now you just have to video it.
I'll show you guys the video.
You got to get those hits.
You got,
Oh, man.
You need
hopefully
the
you're getting hits for this, Tim.
And there's a vodka that Costco is selling they are refunding because it's a bad batch. People are saying it tastes like vitamins. It's a Kirkland vodka. It has a weird smell and taste. Customers have said it tastes like a vitamin. And so they are recalling. They said there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not up to their standards at Costco.
Don't get me started with Costco vitamins. I'm pissed.
Oh no!
No.
Why?
So I get gummies. You know, I get the adult vitamin gummies, and then they have vitamin C ones that are gummies, and they look like little orange slices.
Yes.
You know, so they got like the sugar on the outside of them, so they're like these adorable. They don't taste like the orange slices, but in your mind, you're kind of like, it's a little orange slice, and it's good for me or something. Well, they changed them, and I didn't know that, and so it's Costco, so I just bought
A huge
drums
amount of them.
and they don't have like the sugar on the outside anymore. They're just, and the flavor's different. And now I got two big.
I think it's hilarious that you bought gummy, sugar-filled vitamins.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
the
like on the
only?
outside.
Are you the only one that eats those
Yeah,
vitamins?
I'm pretty sure. I'll force them on the kids every now and again, but it's part of my routine.
They should have put something out there like new formula.
Yeah, they've changed. I don't know what they do. Who they get to supply?
I
them,
bet
but
you could take it
they've
back.
They've changed it a couple times.
Grandma Wendy would take it back. She'd get a
I
return.
know.
Have
Well,
her
but
do the dirty
now
work.
I got to go somewhere else to get vitamin C, and I get a massive amount. So I'm probably this is just the way it is now. But it's just bummed because I liked those little. They were like little orange slices.
All right, I'm glad we stopped down for that.
Well, I mean, you said
you brought it
Costco,
up.
and I was like, I'm not going to say anything. And then you're like, it tastes like vitamins. I'm like, oh my God, this is the world saying.
I was, because for him to turn on Costco, I knew it had to be.
Had to be.
Yeah, it was
Had to
almost
be.
my strong opinion today.
But it's also such a bummer when there's something like every time you could be enjoying it, and now for months and months, for like 2
it's
years.
It's take me 6 months to go through all these vitamins.
Grody.
It's very similar to Mark Close's pretzel, the change in his
And he still
Snyder's.
eats the pretzels, I
He
think.
said he's gotten used to them, the new
But
ones.
yeah, I'm sure I'll get used to this, but it's just disappointing. It's a little bit piece of joy. It's gone from
All
the
right, that
morning.
was a little food court / strong opinions. That's Food Court brought to you by the Schnucks Rewards app.
You can do it! I see dead people.
Hello, Newman.
Where's the beach? What you talking about,
Throwback Live.
Contestants for Throwback Live, Remy, who's the guest player last week and into this week from our sister station, WIL, will be playing for Teresa from South County. Brando, you've got Hope from Wentzville, Mo, and Chris has Katie from O'Fallon, Missouri. We have a pair of tickets all week for you to see Chris Tucker at the Stiefel Theater on December 4th.
Throwback Live is brought to you by the Madison County Fireman's Bingo Hall. There's a chance to win $25,000 in their Crazy 8 raffle. Did you know that?
I did not. I did.
That's
I've heard
crazy.
you guys say it a couple times.
I drove right past the Fireman's Bingo Hall
It's a nice place.
the other day, yeah.
Did you win $25,000?
No, they didn't want to give me any money, but it is huge. It is massive.
You know what
It is a
else
big
is
place.
huge?
Careful.
Well, no, that Remy is back to join us today for Throwback Live.
That's huge, right?
Let's go.
It was just a gentle warning. To be kind. That's all.
Oh, you're a lot taller than I am. But so is everybody else.
Yeah, Remy's here. We're going to play Throwback Live. You guys are going to ring in for your listeners with these sounds. Chris, Remy, and Brando. Here we go. Question 1. Name this movie.
Hey, help me, please. Don't feel holy. Whoa!
Chris?
Dodgeball?
No.
You got him. You got him. Enough.
Are you okay?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
I'll be right back. Hey,
Man.
Hey, help
Sounds
me,
like Adam
please. Feel
Sandler.
holy. Whoa!
that's right.
Remy?
I'm just going to take a wild stab and say 50 First Dates.
That's correct. Very good. Wild
Is
guess.
that Adam Sandler in the background?
That's Sandler.
Yeah.
That's the Sandman.
I didn't hear
a
Sandman.
little
He was
Drew
hitchhiking.
Barrymore?
And then they set it up with the other guy, messed with him, and she beat him up. Rob Schneider.
Nice work.
Question 2. Name this extremely sped up song title or artist.
Oh.
Chris.
Ooh. More than words.
Oh, wow.
Who was
Did
next?
you? Did you
I was
toot?
in next.
I did
yes.
not. I didn't toot.
It's one of those choices. Big Girls Don't Cry.
That's correct.
Is that solo?
Yeah.
That was. I didn't know
Yeah.
which way to go.
I can tell because
Fergie
it's
or
terrible.
Black Eyed Peas.
She's good.
All right, question 3. Name this 1997 movie.
You know what the best part of my day is? For about
Brando?
Goodwill Hunting.
That is correct.
10 seconds from when I pull up to the curb when I get to your door.
You're
It's
not
like
going to be
maybe I'll
there.
get up there and I'll knock on the door. And
You know,
won't
he's
be there.
he says something similar in Ocean's 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when what's her name comes down the stairs. This is the best part of my day. He says like the same thing.
Is that like an Easter egg, or do you think they just didn't know?
I'm sure they didn't know. But I was going to say Ocean's 11, and I would have been wrong.
They just want
Fat cats in Hollywood.
Yeah. They didn't have to pay for that one line.
Yeah,
They're like,
exactly.
we already paid for that line.
Okay, so we have 2 points, Brando, 1 point, Remy. Question 4. Name this backward song title or artist. Brando?
I'm going to go with Stone Temple Pilots.
STP is correct for a Brando win.
And that means it is a Hope from Wentzville win as well. Congratulations to you, Hope.
Thank you. Thank you, Brando. What a way to start my week.
Yeah, a pair
We're
of
both
tickets
winners.
to see Chris Tucker at the Steeple Theater on December 4th. You will be at that show. Congratulations to you, Hope. Hold on, we'll play again tomorrow for more Chris Tucker tickets on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Laughs at the Lincoln is October 13th, and we want to sell this thing out again. We had Greg Warren for the first one. Ryan Hamilton is our headliner for our second Laughs at the Lincoln, and it's a Friday night. It's in downtown Belleville, Illinois at the historic Lincoln Theater, and we'd love for you to join us. We have some special surprises we're working on, which I know about them, and we all know about them. But I think
Such good surprises.
if it happens, it'll be great.
Yeah, just get tickets. You're gonna kick yourself.
Yeah. And this comedian, Ryan Hamilton, is so funny. You're going to have a great time. There's nothing better than going to a comedy show and just sitting back and laughing and having a good time. So we want to see you all there, and hopefully I will have a voice this year or this time.
Although it was kind of funny when you didn't.
Last time I was just, hey, I still have my cowbell.
Yeah, you had to mime stuff.
But we had a performance that happened.
Courtney Show Band. Doing a Brando Finally Friday song.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys at the Lincoln Theater on October 13th. I do have to talk to you because I got some instructions about this thing we're working on.
Oh, from someone?
This extra thing we're working on.
Gotcha.
There's some
A writer?
Yeah. There's 3 people involved in this, and 2 of them are easy. One of them's not.
I wonder who that would be.
I'll talk to that person.
I know you can charm anyone, Tim. I cannot.
Your powers of charm.
I don't
See
have
how powerful they are.
I don't have the powers of charm, especially with this person.
Do I have to move this budget around?
Maybe. I don't know. All right, so I saw this online. Somebody just posted it on Facebook, and it really made me laugh. So I thought it'd be a fun question of the day today. It was somebody talking about the most Gen Z thing their kid has said to them. And they said, hey, something's going on with the fountain emoji on my car.
Emoji. Oh my God.
That's funny.
They were out of windshield wiper
really
fluid.
good.
Yes. And I really liked that. And then I told you about my friend that said her son thought it was Tequila Mockingbird. That's a Gen Z thing.
Yeah.
So I thought you could tell. Do you have anything like a real Gen Z thing your kids have said?
I mean, that all kids say now is just verse. So, I mean, these are kids that are in college now. It's never like, oh, our team is playing another team. They always say like, oh, we're versing the Bears today.
They do?
They all say it. They all say it. They don't know. It's like no one corrected anybody at any point, and now they all just say like, "Oh, who we versing tomorrow?"
No,
that's how they say.
I heard you talking to somebody, another person, about baseball. And when you get a hold of these kids to play baseball, none of them have played baseball in the backyard. That was stunning to me.
They've got tons of lessons. They're much better than us at certain things. They're much better hitters than we were when we were kids. They're much better pitchers than we were when we were kids. But they're terrible base runners. And
you have to tell them, explain everything.
Yeah. They have no instincts. Some of them do that have played a ton, but like all of that just kind of comes naturally just from playing. Just like, oh, the ball's over there. I think I can run from here to there before that ball gets back to the infield to get me out. But they just completely rely on you as a coach to like explain to them when to go and when to stay.
Is that crazy? Somebody else over the weekend, they were talking about they went somewhere and they had cash to pay for whatever, and it threw this person that was young. It threw them totally off.
Yeah,
they didn't know how to make change.
I paid for a drink at the bar with a 20, and she just disappeared for what seemed like 7 minutes.
Yeah.
She was like walking around and going from register to and I'm imagining her going like, what is this? Where do I scan this to make the money happen?
All right, well, text us your story about Gen Z, most Gen Z thing your kid has said to you or didn't know about. You can text us on the Cheney window and door text line 314-669-4665.
The Courtney Show.
Brando's.
It's getting real in here, baby.
Yeah, it is.
It's so real.
Some randos. We should record the stuff off the air. We can never play it, though. Paper straws might be worse for us than plastic.
Yeah, I read this. Did you see this?
Because it has to use, I didn't see this, but because it has to use glue and.
Yeah, the chemicals that are in the paper straws, they say 90% of the paper straws had forever chemicals, which are linked to health issues like cancer. They tested 20 different types of paper straws. 18 of them contain low levels of these forever
chemicals. And not
chemicals.
just paper straws.
And they don't break down in nature.
Oh, man.
So
then what's the point?
Yeah.
So back to plastic, right? Because, I mean, that's not.
I mean, the plastic.
They said glass, too. Glass straws as well, I think.
Or not
have
glass.
some forever chemicals. The only one.
Silicone is what you need, I think.
They said stainless steel.
Stainless steel, they said, is like there's nothing in stainless steel. It's fine. But I don't know about the process. How dirty is the process to create stainless steel straws versus plastic straws?
Right.
Filthy.
But I mean, the plastic straw thing, the main thing is like oceans, right? So it's those little bits of plastic, and they say straws, so many of them end up in the ocean. I mean, I know I'm probably naive, but here in St. Louis, Missouri, our straws aren't getting into the ocean, right? We got big holes, and we throw all of our stuff in big holes. So, like, a straw that I get from McDonald's in, Creve Coeur is probably not going to end up in a turtle's throat. It's just...
And McDonald's.
It's going in Bridgeton.
High quality straw.
Yeah. It's going in one of the landfills.
Going in one of the fires.
We got landfills all over the place around here.
Fires.
Like, we wouldn't be shipping our garbage out, right? I mean, that would be really dumb.
That's all sound logic to me, but I have absolutely
we got
no
holes.
idea.
Let's fill them with stuff.
Yeah, plastic straws.
Yeah. I mean, we've got...
Sounds like a Patricia's motto.
It really does, because they do.
Yeah, that's what they do. A new concierge app called Miria is in the news after a New York Post reporter got access to it somehow. So it's only for the super wealthy. Membership alone costs $30,000 a year. Once you're a member, you can text them and get pretty much anything you want. You can get it's not like, I want to get front row seats to a Taylor Swift show. They're like, no, you're talking about like you could pay to get dinner with Taylor Swift. Things like that.
Is she doing that? No. She's not doing dinner. Is she?
A-list celebrities will say. I don't know. If you're going to pay $1 million to sit down with her, I think she might do it. Think about like Gwyneth Paltrow doing that thing with VRBO. Isn't it Gwyneth Paltrow? She was renting her house out.
Oh, yeah. Ashton and what's her name,
VRBO,
right?
It's the other one.
It's Airbnb.
Airbnb. And Ashton Kutcher and what's her face, they're going to do...
It sounds like a concierge for rich people.
It's invite only. You need to have a net worth of at least $30 million. Their current average member is worth around $600 million. So $30 million is like the low end of this.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember that Modern Family episode Probably not. Where they get for a gift a concierge service, and the guy was Kelsey Grammer. His name was Keith. Keifth. Keith.
So this guy named Ray Flemings launched it. So he used to work in the music business. So over the past decade, he's become like this go-to guy for celebrities and billionaires who need like a weird thing. So like one client wanted 2 seats at the Oscars, and they wanted to sit next to Jeff Bezos, and he like made it happen in like a day. Like he was like, yeah, I can do that, blah, blah, blah. So it's that sort of thing. The app currently has it says actually less than 100 members. Apparently there are 500 people on the waiting list to get in, and his plan is just to have like about 1,000 members by the end of next year. But it's, obviously how many people can get into it. So
Rich people talking to rich people.
If only we knew someone who was incredibly wealthy who could possibly get access to that. Give us the scoop. Pretty soon, children under 18 will be required to have a driver's license or learner's permit to get behind the wheel of a golf cart. This is in Florida. Why would they do this in Florida? Florida's lawless land. But some reason, Florida's like, look.
Because they have more golf carts.
We got to rein this in. 16-year-olds shouldn't be driving around in golf carts because they're crazy.
Because there's whole communities that's how you get around your community.
But if you're 16,
if you're 16, you should be fine.
Yeah, you should be fine.
But I think there's lots of kids
18.
out there driving golf carts.
I think there's got to be a problem with like 10-year-olds hitting people.
Wouldn't you? If you were a kid,
it would have been.
Yes. You would have been
greatest
driving
thing
around.
in life.
Do you remember our cousins, the Dietrichs, one weekend rented golf carts? And we were so young. And I mean, trees were getting knocked down.
Drive around in golf carts?
So what a terrible idea.
All over their neighborhood.
Yeah.
We were just going everywhere. Yeah, that was amazing.
That would be like a dream come
It was one of the
true.
greatest times of my entire life.
Well, yeah, because before that, you had you could drive at Six Flags in those cars, those old-timey ones.
Thin Lizzies.
And you thought that was incredible.
Tin Lizzies. Yeah, and you're going like 1/8 of a mile an hour.
Yeah, it makes sense.
A couple in their 20s was having trouble conceiving a baby. So they went to the doctor, like, I don't know what's going on. The doctor was like, let's check things out. It's like, hey, I think I know the issue. Your wife is still a virgin. So they had
been doing it wrong.
They had been hanky-pankying wrong for 4 years. She handed him like a sex education handbook, and they're pregnant now. So
what?
4 years.
Again, we come back to the first story.
Yeah. But this was in China, so their internet doesn't have all the stuff that they
can't
need.
look it all up.
I don't think they maybe have access to the things they need to find out about.
I'm sure they're thrilled that this is a news story.
They'll never know. As long as they don't listen to the show.
Brando's. The Courtney Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mr. Rick Springfield.
Hey!
How you doing?
Thank God there's only one of me.
Hey, Rick, you picked a good time to come to St. Louis. Luckily, it wasn't this week because it has been currently. It is, what's the temperature now?
Oh, it's supposed to be 102 today.
Yeah, that's just regular old temp.
Oh my God!
But it's all it's all breaking up on Saturday.
Yeah, next week is great.
Yeah, we played in Oklahoma last night. It was about the same thing. We just get totally drenched on stage. It's so muggy, but it's also fun to do it.
Well, yeah,
it's a good workout.
And you're usually shirtless anyway. Am I right?
I have known to be. I've been known to be shirtless down there.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those pictures floating around, Rick. You're looking good. You've had a really long career, and it's so great that you're bringing that I Want My 80s tour to St. Louis. Not only you, but we have special guests, the Hooters, Paul Young, Tommy Two-Tone, all at St. Louis Music Park on Tuesday night. It's going to be a fun night. How's the store been?
Oh, it's been great. Been great guys, and because of the kind of the package vibe, it's wall-to-wall hits. So I think everybody has been digging it very much. It's very high. It goes through a lot of curves. It's mellow, and then it gets high energy, and it's really been a fun show. And they're all great guys. Back in the 80s, we'd kind of see each other backstage, and we were too cool to talk. I'm sorry. Sorry, man. I can't talk to you right now. I'm too cool. But now everybody's grown up, and we hang backstage, and it's great to travel with good people.
Are you guys doing like collaborations with each other on stage? Are people joining you up there?
Occasionally, yeah. I mean, it depends on how everyone's feeling. Tommy came up at one point, and Paul Young came up a couple of times to do Jesse's Girl with me, and yeah, we haven't got to the point yet where we've picked out a whole song to all do together like we did last time with Men at Work and John Waite, but they wander on and off the stage sometimes when I'm on.
You have to kick them off?
No, they leave voluntarily.
You just celebrated a birthday. We can't wish you happy birthday. It's a policy on the show, but hope it was a good day.
It's like, what a weird show.
Yeah, yesterday was my birthday.
And how did you guys come together? Like this group, had you ever worked together in the past? I know you said you kind of cross paths backstage every now and again, but was there a classic tour at some point where you performed with them? Or
we were both on Live Aid, actually. Yeah, we were very close to each other in Philadelphia on Live Aid. Back in whenever that was, 1385 or something?
The Tommy Two-Tone? Is that who you're talking about?
No, the Hooters and me.
Oh, the Hooters. Got it.
Yeah, I saw the Hooters.
Tommy Two-Tone we've kind of taken under our wing, and he's been traveling with us now and then for quite a bit, actually.
He's a new young kid on the street.
Well, in 1985, I went to the very first spring break in Daytona Beach with MTV, and the Hooters were one of the big artists to play there, and I remember it being such a cool thing. So many memories from my youth with this whole lineup. But I do want to say I first got to know you. I was in grade school, and I was all caught up in General Hospital, and of course Dr. Noah Drake. I mean, so much so to the point where, do you remember the rap, that General Hospital song?
Yeah, I do. It was horrible.
I knew every word to that dumb song. It was so cheesy. It was just a cheesy song, but I mean, really definitely a part of my life for a long time, Rick, for sure.
I have my own cheesy songs from my childhood, too. I love them.
Yeah. I mean, they just bring back great memories. And, man, you had so many hits in the 80s. It's just crazy that he just kept churning them out. And now, were you always a singer? Because you were an actor, and then that translated, and then they, on General Hospital, then you became this big rock star. What did you want to do more when you were young, act or sing?
Well, I started out as a musician. I started playing guitar when I was 13 and in Australia, and I was in bands all throughout Australia. I went to Vietnam to play for the GI troops, actually in 68, 69, which is a kind of harrowing experience. But then I came over here in 72 to pursue a music career and had one hit called Speak to the Sky in 1972, and then nothing. So I started to get into acting to kind of pay the bills, which is pretty naive, but it worked. and then finally wrote an album that people wanted to play. So that was. I consider myself a songwriter before anything, because that's what I've always focused on. But the acting thing has been a lot of fun, and I've done some cool stuff with it, with Meryl Streep and Californication and True Detective, shows like that. Apart from the memorable Noah Drake.
What do you think about performing now, where we can go online and see what the set list looks like? What does an artist think about that? Do they mind that, or do you want to change it up? Or, I mean, do you like the surprise more?
Yeah, I see a lot of people filming the show, and that kind of, I mean, I get it if they're just doing it for themselves, but when they post whole shows on YouTube, it's kind of destructive to artists. I honestly, I've done it myself. I haven't been able to see an artist, so I go online and check out the set on YouTube.
You're part of the problem, Rick.
Now, who is Rick Springfield going to see? Like, what's a concert in the past year or so that you've attended?
Well, not many, actually. I saw the Stones at SoFi in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to see a band called The Church, who's an Aussie band.
The Church?
They come over here, Yeah.
Yeah, I love the
I'm a
church.
big
Under the
fan of
Milky
theirs.
Way.
Yeah, they were just here.
Yeah, they were just here.
And I know the guys, and I've followed them since the '80s. But we're going to. They're playing up in Ventura in LA, and I was going to go see them, but we're leaving on the very last fan event the next morning, so I had to cancel that, unfortunately.
Is there anyone that you is like your holy grail of someone to see perform live? Maybe that doesn't perform anymore.
I never saw Hendrix, and I wish I had. I saw the Beatles in 1964, which was amazing. Wow. I saw the Rolling Stones in 65 and 66. I saw the Who in 65. I saw a lot of the English bands in the early 60s. That's when I used to go to concerts when I was a kid. But now, I've seen Paulie McCartney a couple of times. He's really, that's kind of the guy I go and see. I've seen pretty much, saw Queen early on.
That's awesome.
It's really, really when they first start, when they're first big, I kind of, when I was a kid and I had a lot of time on my hands, I'd go and see all those bands.
So it's Tuesday night, St. Louis Music Park. They're going to get a great night of music. The weather, it's going to be perfect at St. Louis Music Park. It's a really cool venue. I know that Chris and Tim have been there several times, and you love that space, right?
Yeah, it's beautiful. New place. You're going to love it.
Great. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've always had fun. I remember playing at some place in St. Louis, one of the first gigs I did after, the Jesse's Girl General Hospital thing hit. And Rudolph Nureyev had just danced the night before, and he wanted to meet me, and it was really strange.
Oh, Nureyev. I got it. Yes. Oh, that is a little bizarre. Was it at the Fox Theater, I bet?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, like a beautiful...
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I bet that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very funny. I don't think Nureyev... I don't even know if Nureyev is still living or not, but I did want to ask you one thing before we let you go. When you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich... What is the first thing you're putting on the bread? Is it peanut butter? Are you putting peanut butter on first or jelly?
Of course you put peanut butter on first.
There we go, Rick. That's my
guy. Rick, then you're getting peanut butter in the jelly.
No, Rick's right.
Yeah.
Rick's always right.
I don't think Rick's thought this through.
No, Rick gets it. Good work, Rick.
Hey, thank you for spending some time with us today in St. Louis. We'll see you Tuesday night. I want my 80s tour. It's Rick Springfield. It's the Hooters, Paul Young, Tommy Two-Tone, and you can still get tickets, livenation.com. And actually, our website has all the info for this show, 1065thearch.com. Thank you so much, Rick, for hanging out with us today.
Thanks, folks. Appreciate it very much.
The Hollywood Outsider on 1065 The Arch.
Brought to you by the Funny Bone Comedy Club at Westport and Streets of St. Charles. This week, Vic, what is it?
Pandia.
I got to write that on there. He's at Westport, max price at Streets of St. Charles. For tickets, go to stlouisfunnybone.com. They've got everything you need. Late breaking news, Elton John fell. Ended up in the hospital.
At his French villa, I saw.
Okay. Just going to say, for more details, we'll go to our ace reporter, Courtney Lane.
Oh, he was rushed to the hospital after a fall at his French villa.
They said he's back, though. He got discharged, I think, this morning. So
if you're going to fall, you want it to be at your French villa.
Yes, not at Walmart in an aisle.
But I don't know. Do you want to go to an urgent care here or one in Monaco?
Here.
Like, are they just like... They're not very urgent over the,
He's got to have his own.
We'll get to it eventually.
Yeah, he's got his own team for sure.
Right?
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I would hope so. They said he's home. He's in good health, so glad
He's obviously got a hair guy. Maybe his hair guy doubles as like a...
I do the hair and
the wellness.
The wellness. You hurt your back, we can fix these. Steve Harvey sent out a tweet asking his followers to name a comedian they don't think is funny. People didn't like that.
He wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, he didn't like it either. He said it wasn't him. It was somebody on his staff thought it would be a funny thing to put out, and he made a big statement like, it's not me. I wouldn't do anything like this. He said he's all about positivity. He would never have done anything like that, but that had to be a little shocking. We'd like, geez, man,
That was just a hot internet question going around this week, so I'm sure they kind of grabbed some of the trendy stuff and just put it in.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I saw it in a few different places. And it was just...
You didn't get hurt, did you?
Pardon me?
I mean, you didn't.
Nobody put me, so I was pretty happy.
Well, I mean, you knew
that would have been like your proudest moment as a comic.
You know who I can't stand?
So you piped up pretty quick over there, like, uh-oh.
Even if it was like, if it was somebody big, be like, man, I think Tim Convey is, if Bill Burr was like, Tim Convey is not funny, I'd be like, this is the greatest day of my life.
Martha Stewart likes to talk to her peacocks, and she says they talk back. She said, quote, whenever I go by their enclosures, I talk to them. I go, awk, awk, and they talk right back to me. She might be losing her mind.
She's on the Paltrow out of touch list.
She might be on that razzle.
She's also suffering from being much older than she looks. Do you know what I mean?
True.
Because isn't she 80?
Yeah, she's old enough to be saying crazy stuff like, I'm talking to my birds.
Another 80-year-old, we would be like, she's 80, it's fine.
And she's just crazy active.
But
she said she breeds 60. These peacocks.
Really?
Which, I don't know. I mean, have you been around peacocks before?
They're scary.
No.
They're scary and they're loud.
Oh, man, they're pretty.
So loud.
You ever seen a baby peacock?
No.
Really, really cute.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It might be a fake picture.
Oh.
But I'll find it.
What does it have, like a little tiny
it's
plumes on
the
the
most
back?
beautiful thing you've ever seen.
Pacifier.
I'm going to find it. You know, I felt old this weekend when I was at the Evolution Festival because I kept talking about how I love the weeping willow trees there. I'm like, who am I? But I do.
Get plenty of sun out here.
Am I the
Just
only one that loves a
wonderful.
weeping? I just think they're the most glorious. I wanted one so bad in my yard. I don't have that
Alex-
kind of acreage.
Yeah, Alex's house, when she lived in Chicago, they had a weeping willow.
Oh, I
It was a
love them.
big
They're
one.
beautiful.
We went by last time we were in her neighborhood, and they had to cut it down. I think it's like, oh.
Is that real?
No, that's AI.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's gotta be.
Real.
It's beautiful.
Is that the only thing you find?
That same picture
baby
comes
peacock?
up. Here's another one.
I mean, that's.
It's the most
No.
adorable thing you've ever seen.
The
Oh no, I'm seeing like ugly brown
regular looking.
You're telling me that's not real? I'm just kidding. That's a cartoon.
It's from a Pixar movie.
No, it's not. There's a fact check on it.
Darn it.
Yeah, they look like regular, just birds.
Okay.
Until
duped.
I don't like that at all.
No, that hurts. Scars. Let's see, where was it? Oh, the band behind the 1997 song Barbie Girl. They're going on tour. Of course they are. Aqua.
They should.
Yeah, they're like, let's go. Now's our chance. So they're kicking off the Barbie World Tour in November. And by World Tour, they mean just the United States. They will not be coming to St. Louis. They're going to the House of Blues in Chicago, December 12th, if you really want to see.
I heard that song, I believe, on the Arch over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a 90s weekend.
Great song.
Richard Lewis says when he first met Larry David at a summer sports camp when he was 12, he hated him. He said, quote, he was cocky, he was arrogant. When we played baseball, I tried to hit him with the ball. He said they were arch rivals at camp and then left camp, never saw each other for decades or whatever. And then they ran into each other when they were doing stand-up comedy in New York. Didn't recognize each other because they were all, grown up. Eventually figured out that they knew each other from camp, but they're, pals now. But have you had that before where you met somebody and you hated them?
They were your enemy.
And then they ended up being like good friends?
Clayton Peters, he made fun of my cousin Drew for wearing, I think, like a pink shirt, and I hated him.
And now?
Now I love him.
Did you come back around on his original insult? Or you're like, that was a really bad pink shirt?
No, he made fun of, I think Drew and Mike Palumbo were both wearing like the same sort of pink golf shirt. And apparently I just heard I was like 14 or something, 15 maybe. And I heard him somebody goes, oh yeah, Clayton made fun of Drew and Mike. And I was like, well, I hate him.
I'm done with him.
And then he and I became he was one of my best friends in high school.
Do you remember, I didn't watch The Sopranos, but Adriana?
Yeah, the one that was with Michael. Was that his name?
Christopher. In the show.
Yeah,
Christopher.
She's the actress. Her name is Drea De Matteo.
Yeah.
Well, she's on OnlyFans now. So if you're a big fan of hers and her work, you want to see more of it. You know what I mean?
Crazy, because she was in a bunch of She had a bunch of shows that failed, but wasn't she in Sons of Anarchy?
Yeah, she was in that.
Well, $15 a month, you can see the goods, I suppose.
But it's not necessary.
You don't know.
Yeah.
But in her post, she made it sound like I'm
Okay.
not going to be censored anymore. And well, what's the point of that? Saying that if you're not going to do some stuff. Tom Morello performed at the reopening of the only unionized strip club in the country. He called it a, quote, night for racial unity, or I'm sorry, a night for radical unity and a night for radical rump shaking.
Gotta be Portland,
I
right?
like that a lot. I didn't write it down.
Gotta be what?
Portland?
I'm gonna look.
It's the only unionized strip club in the country. Way to go.
Portland is one of those places. I mean, I think maybe guys have experienced this a little bit, where guys try to convince you that it's the best steak in town.
Oh yeah,
we're going to the strip club, but it's because they've got the best.
They've got the best steak ever.
I can't help it. It happens to be at a strip club.
Yeah, it just happens to be. Oh, you want the best crab rangoon? You gotta go to Centers. It's the only place for crab rangoon.
I'm telling.
L.A. by the way, Hollywood.
There you go. April, who used to work here, for years she would always tell me I think it was one of the strip bars. She would swear by the lunch. She's like, they have a steak sandwich there that's amazing. I'm like, you're going there
in St. Louis?
Well, on I think it was
East Side.
East Side, yeah. But she's like, it's great. It's the best. It's the best steak sandwich. I'm like, you're going to a strip bar just to get the steak sandwich. She's like, yeah, why wouldn't I?
It's very similar to my mom and her love of hospital food.
Yeah.
Wait,
it's
what?
a little different.
She swears by the
chicken or the tuna salad.
Tuna salad sandwich at Memorial Hospital. Not sure if it's the same recipe they used many years ago, but big fan.
Is it served by shirtless doctors?
No, sadly, it's not.
Former Whitesnake guitarist Bernie Marsden passed away. He was with the band before. He co-wrote "Fool for Your Lovin'" and "Here I Go Again." It's a tough day for your mother-in-law. I'm sorry. Big fan of that song.
She does love it.
She loves it.
FIFA has suspended that Spanish soccer president who kissed one of his female players after the World Cup win. He's not stepped down. He's still in that role.
He sounds like a big
I thought we reported that he did step down.
I know, I did too. I thought
he was the coach of the.
No, he's like the president of Spanish soccer. Whatever that title is, he's like the head of Spanish.
And didn't he push against like stepping down? He's like, I'm not.
He goes, no. It was a consensual moment amongst adults, and then she released a statement being like, I didn't want this, and then now all the women on the team are basically saying, we're not playing soccer for Spain until this guy's gone.
No, good.
And they're the best soccer team in the world.
And I think they won. Like they're the best.
They won the senior and the junior and the regular.
Yes, everything.
Wow. SZA's video for her new song Snooze has a pretty big cameo in it. Justin Bieber. You can see that video up on the blog today if you want to check it out. Kathy Griffin got her lips tattooed. So this is like to have the color?
It's pretty. No, I think it makes them bigger too, but it's pretty funny. The first couple days, it looks like Goldie Hawn in First Wives Club.
She's got all the whole thing.
The video's kind of funny.
It's on the blog if you want to check it out. Ed Sheeran was in Seattle for a show, so naturally he went to a Starbucks and worked. He handed out drinks.
I bet he's done with this.
Gotta be. He was helping launch the return of their pumpkin spice latte. So, way to go. That video is on the blog, too. On the TV, a couple things. We've got the season finale of Stars on Mars. I don't think anyone here has gone in on it, but that's the one where they're pretending like they're on Mars. It's like
they're
what life is
like.
Life would be like if we lived on Mars.
Who's left?
I have no idea.
Are they?
It's the wrong room to ask.
Is that a thing? They kick people up? I know one of the Toms from Vanderpump Rules is on it.
Oh. Yeah, I would assume it's an elimination type thing. Not everybody can hack it on fake Mars.
No way. And tonight you have the season finale of Claimed Fame at 7 o'clock on ABC.
Our friend
let people down,
for a moment,
guys. I'm
right?
sorry.
Our friend pitched a show to Fox, so it's the same network, I guess, that he pitched a show to called Models on Mars. And it was basically like they send models and influencers to Mars as a reality show thing, but then in the meantime, Earth gets destroyed, so they're the only people left.
And they just have cameras going
in the world, yeah. And so that the whole story is like it's the worst people that have to like repopulate the Earth, basically, and then the camera crews, and then those people, and then they came out with Stars on Mars, And he was like, there's some similarities
You
there.
owe me some money, I think.
And then Nikki was like, but they really got you on the name, didn't they?
I'm Brando, your Hollywood outsider.
The Courtney Show.
Still to come on the show, we have tickets for you to win to see John Oliver when he comes to the Stiefel Theater like in a week. That's with First 5 Notes. We're going to get to some texts now on the Cheney Window and Door text line.
Yeah, we got some texts. Mary from Fenton says, I just want to say thanks so much for the tickets Saturday for Can You Feel the Punk Tonight. Tim and everybody did an amazing job. In the mood in the room was fantastic. Thanks again.
Thanks for being there. It was so fun. And join us for Christmas, guys. Tickets are on sale now, December 9th. Pageant Punk Rock Christmas.
We got another one that says, what can I say about Tim and Moon and the band? It was magical, sounded so good, and literally made me happy. I smiled all night. So good.
Going into last week, you were a little stressed.
Yeah. Yeah, we were, a lot of things came together. Hakuna Matata, we hadn't even practiced it. And it was one of the highlights.
So it reminds me of, I watched that Smartless show on Max.
Mm-hmm.
And you should have seen the three of them. They had no plan on what it was going to be when they went out on stage. And they're like, this is a terrible idea. And all of them were second guessing.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
There's people here. We have no plan.
Yeah. Like, are we going to look at the people? Are we going to address the people? It's very funny.
Dan L said, quick question, watching the morning show and can't recall who Chris said was on it that should win an Emmy for every season. I wasn't talking about the morning show. I was talking about Suits.
Yeah.
Of course.
And that person is Louis Litt.
That's his character's name.
Louis Litt. And I don't know if you probably haven't even gotten to some of his best work.
Oh, I mean, he's heavily...
He is?
Yeah.
But right now, I think you kind of...
He's a
kind
character.
of hate him.
Yeah, but you feel bad for him, too.
Yeah.
You feel bad for him.
Man, he gets into some emotional stuff later where you... It's pretty amazing in these TV shows how you end up caring about the characters and all the decisions that they make to make you hate them, and then they make you root for them.
Yeah. His name in real life, Rick Hoffman.
Rick Hoffman. Get all the awards. Aaron, our friend with the Rubbermaid trash cans and spatulas, says Bob Barker went to college at Drury University in Springfield, Missouri. He played basketball. I went to grad school there, and they named a street after him the first week I was there in 2008. She has pictures of Barker at the street in 2008 in Drury.
That's very cool. I didn't know he had local-ish ties.
Local-ish. Bridget from Bridgeton says, I do not follow golf and have no idea who you were talking about. But like any good friend on the playground, I dislike whoever you dislike.
Thank you. Thank you for supporting my dislike of others.
Coleslaw Kristen texted and says, we should all just use Twizzler straws. Problem solved.
Yes, it's a good point.
Totally.
Yeah, Twizzlers should just come out with like straws. You know, like, because it's the
Didn't they
Twizzler's
for
a
a
little,
minute?
but like Twizzlers is a little too small to be an effective straw. But like make a thick McDonald's with straw.
Red Vines is better for the straw, but Red Vines also it's that much sweeter, so it's going to affect what you're drinking that much more. But I think in a good way.
That is the solution. Just do some
that you can eat.
Something that you can eat.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
I don't need to have a straw though.
From when you
I agree.
Milkshake?
Kind of across the board.
I do for a milkshake.
If I dine in with an old sody, I don't do a straw until unless I want to take it with me, and then I'll put a lid on. But I don't put the lid and everything. I'm
a fan of the lids, the sippy lids. Like it's Starbucks.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Big fan.
And I think those work fine.
Aaron texted and said, hey, y'all, I won Evolution Festival passes, playing First 5 Notes a few months back, and just wanted to say thank you. I'd almost forgotten how healing and joyful live music can be. It was wonderful. Brandy Carlisle gave the best performance I've seen. It was a real bucket list show and so good for my soul. Thank you for the passes and being awesome in general. Happy Monday.
Yeah, and I think I think Brandy skipped St. Louis on a couple of tours, and so I think people were really excited to see her here.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you to everybody who is texting in. Keep them coming on the Cheney window and door text line, 314-669-3600. 4665.
The Courtney Show.
Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number. Timmy looks at the number.
I'm Timmy, and these are the numbers. Big old poll about common awkward situations. They ask people, hey, is this awkward or not awkward? I'll break down the percentages for you. Number 1, when a stranger asks you for directions.
Not awkward.
What?
Not awkward at all.
It's awkward for me because I don't know where anything is.
I agree.
Like,
I freak out.
And then they're like, aren't you from here? And then I immediately look like an idiot. Because I will never, it could be a block away. I'll be like, what street is that? I'd be like, I don't know. Be like, isn't this your neighborhood? Like, I don't know.
I'll give them like a good plan. Like, I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that guy. Like, I'll just see someone that's knowledgeable. Or like, well, there's a, what's it called right there? That guy has to know how to get there.
Yeah, if I can find somebody to hand it off to. But yeah, I look like a moron when if anybody asks me where anything is, or they do the thing where they're like, you've been there. It's down from, it's like you just take Manchester and then it's like a left, and I just nod my head, hoping that they stop talking.
Yep.
Because I don't know where they are.
32% of people said it's awkward. Making eye contact with someone you don't know.
I mean, depends on how long the eye contact is. I mean, just random eye contact, that's not awkward.
As I saw,
Depends on the context.
If you look away and then you end up back to, then it's so awkward.
Well, when I was walking into the Evolution Festival, somebody looked at me and they were like, hi. And I was like, hi. I didn't know them. But then I don't know if do they know me?
Right.
Yeah.
Because, so many people do not come up to you. A few people did, though. Very nice. I got my picture taken with a few people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waterloo is a real weird spot for me to be because I didn't grow up there, so I don't know a lot of. Even though I live there, I didn't grow up around everybody. Like in Redbud, I run into people all the time. Waterloo, I don't know a lot of the Waterloo people, but I do because of sports.
Now you have kids.
I do because of school, and then also this show. People listen to this show apparently, and so when we're out, Alex will be like, "Do you know that person?" I'll be like, "Yeah," and then she's like, "Well, but where do you know them from?" And then I have to like go through because it could be who knows.
I never expect anyone knows who I am.
No, never.
I walk around like
anybody else.
Well, I just don't. I just am never prepared for it.
Yes, right.
And
it's very nice.
It throws you off.
Yeah.
54% of people said that eye contact with a random stranger is awkward. Up next, when you're playing with your phone and random kids watch over your shoulder.
That doesn't happen to me.
I don't think that would happen.
Yeah,
Unless you're crushing it.
76% say it's awkward.
I'm not crushing it. I'm not crushing it in public.
Oh, really?
No.
You hide your shame?
Just like smoking, I go behind a building
Nothing shameful about crushing, though.
No, I don't.
You smoke?
Yeah, funny.
76% say it's awkward. When you have to think of your order on the spot in front of the cashier in a restaurant.
Yeah, I feel pressured sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially, like if you can't, like you don't know the place that well.
Yeah. And the part of me doesn't want to inconvenience them, so I'll just order something I don't really even want that much.
I feel terrible when we pull up, like when we were driving to Montana and stuff, when I pull up with just a car full of morons.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, before we get there, like, all right, guys, let's know what you're ordering, know what you guys want, be thinking about it before we get there. Sure enough, we get there and half of them are like, and then I feel terrible because I'm the one relaying the message to this poor person on the other side.
And not only that, but the people behind you, it's going to be a big old order.
And then we leave and they're like, oh, they messed up our order. I'm like, probably because they hate you. Not me. Everyone behind me.
Sounds like a fun vacation.
It's great.
That's 76%. Up next, trying to make conversation with the rideshare driver or cab driver.
That would be awkward.
Uber, yeah.
I find it to be less awkward than, like, it's just, we all know what it is. You know, either you're going to talk or you're not. You're either going to find something or you're not. You know?
Sitting in the front seat or the back seat of an Uber?
Back.
I was with the one and it was the front seat guy.
He told you? He was like, hey,
but it was
sit up
like
here.
that wasn't an Uber, buddy.
You seem like a nice guy.
It's the only time I've Ubered, and it was like a Trans Am or something, you know, to where it was like, well, there's a back seat, but nobody wants to sit back there.
Oh, it was a two-door.
Yeah, and so to get in the back, it would have been
way
more weird to get in.
Really?
I'm not sure that
that's not legal. That's not Uber legal.
I was Ubering.
Oh, they insist on a four-door?
I think they have parameters of like what is.
It was my only time Ubering.
We had friends take an Uber home Saturday night, and this car that pulled up was hilarious. I don't even know. It was really old. I don't think it was Uber legal either.
Really?
Yeah. We all started laughing.
Oh, that's
like,
great. Sure, that person loved it. Having to put change in your wallet while people wait in line behind you. So you just bought something, they give you your change back, and you gotta. Because otherwise, I'll just jam it in my pockets. Because again,
you don't want to do that.
People.
Well, I don't like it when they give it out of order. And they just hand you just a wad of bills. You're like, now I gotta fix it.
I got a system.
Yeah.
80% of people don't like that. When you're taking a test, we've been taking a test a while, the teacher looks at your paper and watches you work. Haven't experienced that in a very long time.
Yeah. Well, worse if they laugh.
87%.
Like, well, that's wrong.
This is a bad one. Standing at the grocery store after your shopping partner leaves because they forgot something and you're just waiting.
Oh,
no, you can't do that anymore. They've got to go through if it's one item, they have to take it to the self-checkout.
What if they make it back in time, though?
They make it back in time, great.
Because, you don't know how fast I can negotiate.
Are you guys weird at the grocery store, too? Like, you like to put, you try to get all the cold stuff together?
I do try to do that just to help the bagger.
You don't?
I'm going to be home in a few minutes.
And I'm convinced, if I've got a deal where it's like buy two, get one free, in my mind, they all have to be next to each other and get scanned around the same time, or the computer's going to be like,
I know you're trying to hurry and get it all.
I'm trying to get
there.
them all together. Okay, there's those 3 things of soda, so that'll scan properly.
No, it knows. That's really good.
It seems to know, but I don't trust it.
And the other thing on here, what about when someone says something, you don't hear what they say, so you ask them to repeat it maybe twice.
That's
and
me.
The third time you just give up and you go, oh yeah.
We grabbed a bite yesterday, and the guy at the register, I didn't hear a word he said.
Real mumbler?
The whole time he mumbled, and the first couple times you're like, I'm sorry, and then you realize oh, you're not going to adjust the volume at all. It's just for me to try to decipher, and so then I was just checked out. I'm like, I'm just going to give you money and say things, and hopefully this all works out, because I can't hear a word you're saying.
Gets you in trouble every now and then.
Yeah, sometimes you agree to wear a puffy shirt.
Yeah.
I'm Timmy. Those are the numbers on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Listen to my strong opinion. Time to bitch.
Put on the membrane board something. I just got a text from my friend that about something you couldn't understand them, so you agreed to something. She said, She said her sister didn't understand the lady at a nail place once, and she left with a completely unplanned severe brow wax.
Severe.
I would like to see pictures of the how severe it was.
Severe.
Yeah. All right, I'm just going to go quickly. It's been bothering me for a while. I have actually told somebody in the parking lot about it before, but there's a person here somewhere in one of the buildings.
This is my strong opinion.
No, this is my strong opinion because you didn't do it for 2 weeks. So I took it.
You weren't here, and I wanted you to be here because I wanted you to be the witness.
All right, well, good. We have the same strong opinion
thing.
then.
Oh, that's good. I think that's good news.
I'm fine with that. We're united.
Yes, you can explain it.
There is, so Brando gets the first spot here when you pull into our back parking
Yes,
garage.
I know what's going on.
I get the second spot.
Yep.
Casey at our sister station is usually third. And then other people park. But there's lots of parking.
Yeah.
There is somebody.
I'm fourth.
You're fourth.
But now there's I think this guy has taken my spot.
Well, this person we're talking about just pulls next to Brando's
Next to
car.
me.
That's not a spot.
It's not a spot.
Wait, but that's happened before.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same car.
It's always the same car.
It's the same car.
But wait, that's been happening for a while. But is it a new car now, or is it the same car for years?
I think it's the same car.
It's the same
and
car.
are they in this?
I have no idea where they are.
We don't know who they are.
No.
I have no idea. I don't think it's a radio person.
I don't either.
I think it's somebody
there
else.
are spots
The whole thing is
everywhere.
full. They've literally closed off the top deck of the parking garage out there just because they don't need it.
Yeah.
We don't even park up
This
there.
person parks in a non-spot next to Brando's first spot.
Yeah, and it's on a corner So then whoever's going around there, you got to like swerve around him. Did you notice though? His back tail light got smashed.
What?
I was like, I wonder if it's because he was.
I thought that too.
I hope it's because he was been parking there, but there's no debris.
Listen, you're not
on the
fighting for a
ground.
spot. Why
No.
are you doing that? Who do you think you are?
We got to find out who it is.
Like I understand if you pull into a parking lot and it's full and you're like,
Oh, yeah, and you
you just kind of make a spot.
Yes.
As long as it's not getting in anybody's way, I'm like, well, it was
get it.
full. I understand, but you can park anywhere.
When do you think it's happening? I have a GoPro.
It's
later.
way after I think everybody's already here.
Oh,
That's
let's
why I
get
don't
that.
So it's
think
like 8 o'clock or something?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think 8 or 9.
Let's get that GoPro going.
Let's say it's
Yes.
probably around the
gotta write
time
it
that
down.
maybe a restaurant would be opening.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I am
you're
in
probably
in no
right.
way charge of this parking lot. It just ticks me off that this person thinks they can do whatever they want and there's a million spots.
Yeah. What happened to our security pal?
I
Remember
said
she
something,
left?
but I said
she's
something
gone.
to one of the security people.
It's
like,
ridiculous.
just to let you know,
And he's close to me.
this is out of order.
Like kind of nestled up next to me because he knows
that he's pushing it.
He's pushing it.
Yeah.
And so I'm tempted just because I'm like, look, my car's seen better days. I could just smack,
Yeah.
open my door hard every time and give him a fresh door.
Well, that's the
ding.
thing is he does have to park close to you
Yeah,
because he
he's-
has to give your door some
Yes.
space.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
It's just annoying. Like,
And then
come on,
Brando's
man.
gone, and he even looks dumber.
Have you ever thought of
Riding your lazy on his car?
No, but just being enough in that lane that it pushes him enough into the.
Oh, yeah.
But then it makes you look a little bit goofy.
Yeah, but if
if your
was
wheels
like,
are in that blocked off spot,
if it was every day, I would probably.
It's
think,
not every day.
It's not every day, and it'll go away for a while, and you're like, oh, I guess that's. And then all of a sudden, I'll walk out.
Then
and
it's
like,
just
man,
every day when we leave, I see that car
it's
sitting
a
there.
weird thing that's in that person's brain that
that I can
makes
just
them.
park right here.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're like, oh, I'm only here for an hour. This isn't a big deal.
But
It does. There's spots.
15 feet over, there's a spot.
Let's get walking,
like
man.
4 cars away.
It's like people that drive around a parking lot for so long to find a closer spot, and it's like, just if you are able-bodied,
Right.
just walk a little farther.
Yeah. This person
All
does
right.
not want to walk.
Strong opinions
they're
unite.
They're just going to park in the middle of the road one of these days.
Yeah. You know they're doing this every part of their life.
When I see it, I've seen it a few times and I've been like, who does this person think
That's
they are?
exactly what I say every time.
Because it's also probably, it's probably 8, maybe a foot shy of a real space. You know, it's like it doesn't really fit where it's going.
No, and it's right on a corner, so
Yeah.
you're going to hit that. Somebody's going to hit that car, and it's going to be their fault.
And now their
that they hit
car's
it.
messed up because of somebody that's
Yeah.
too lazy just to get their butts in a spot. All right, that's all. We don't need to say anything else, but let's GoPro it.
We'll GoPro it.
We'll turn them
I
into
hope
the authorities.
I don't think it is somebody we know, but I would do anything for it to be somebody that we know well.
All right, what about you guys? What are your
That was
strong
mine.
opinions? It was? Okay. Well, good.
Mine, I'm afraid I'm gonna upset people, so I'm going to be gentle. But we have to come up with something for people cycling in the streets. We have to come up with something better, right?
Because some roads is not a great cycle, like a bicycle street, because it's very narrow. 2 cars have a hard time.
Or are you
There's
talking about
car-
that giant bike lane?
In some places, there's giant
no-
bike lanes that I feel that's dangerous. I don't understand why, when there's sidewalks, why cyclists can't go
you
on the
can't go on the
sidewalk.
It's illegal.
You're not supposed to go on a sidewalk.
Why?
I
It's
agree
illegal.
too. I'm like,
It's
put them
for
on
walkers.
the sidewalk.
But walkers it's more dangerous to have them in the street, I think. Than I think walkers, I think between the two of them they can figure that out better than these cyclists in the streets.
It
also freaks me out.
Yeah.
And bless you.
Thank
And
you.
there's this whole we listen to this podcast about they're getting hurt all the time.
Yeah.
Killed.
And yes, all the time.
And drivers hate them.
And drivers hate them. And the whole message was like, hey, guys, drivers, you got to be careful. And I listen to the podcast and I'm like, they shouldn't be cycling out there.
Like there's some
nothing,
roads.
nothing personal against. I mean,
Here's the problem: is there's a bit of a car issue in America. Like the roads shouldn't just be for cars. It's taking up way too much real estate other people should be able to use, like cyclists should be able to use the road. The problem is there's a lot of like arrogant cyclists out there that are pulling moves that drivers do not like.
That's it too. When you've got groups of them, and they're like however many deep, so there's no going around them, and there is a certain entitlement with some of them, not all of them. Like my neighbor Craig is a cyclist, and he's fantastic. Everybody knows that.
I didn't know that.
But some
I know
of them,
a cooler Craig, but whatever.
no, my Craig is way better, and we'll
gotta
Craig,
do that.
We'll
By
Craig
the
and
way,
Kelly off
Craig
anytime.
off.
My Craig and Kelly are ready to go.
So are
really?
mine. So are mine.
I don't know
Trust
what
me.
this means, what this is.
We got to figure.
I want
figure
them
out
to
the
come
competition.
into the studio.
I agree.
Mine probably would,
I feel like this has to be an in-studio
because they're
thing.
great friends, so they would
Possible.
totally be there for me because they're really good neighbors.
We're a lot farther away.
Yeah, you are.
That's mine. Mine is just we just need a solution on this. It's like what the system now is not working. People are getting hurt.
The system is broken.
People are
getting angry.
Are showing up late to things. It's not great.
Oh, is that the
Cyclists are in the
problem?
way.
No, no. I mean, I'm going to be late regardless.
There needs to be more bike lanes.
But when I'm on a road and it's like, oh, here's this huge bike lane, I'm like, this isn't doing anybody any, because the bike lane sometimes will be in between the regular lane and like the turning lane.
And then you're starting to swerve over to go into the turn lane, and you're like, wait, am I in the turning lane or am I in the bike lane?
I got enough to think about when I'm behind the wheel.
Yeah.
There needs to be a culture of people understanding. You need to make room for cyclists so that there can be more cyclists, and then people need to have an understanding of how to
What their laws are, too.
How to drive with cyclists.
I just think maybe that's too ambitious, and I'm
it's
looking out
not.
for the safety of
I just
the
think
people.
cyclists should not be allowed to
No.
cycle ever again.
We should have
I think that's where you're headed. You
the
just
whole
don't want
car.
to say it.
You're bought and sold by big car.
God, I wish.
A big car
I
and
could
big
use a
auto
big car.
has got you wrapped around their finger.
Yeah, they do. I agree.
Cycling is one of the best things that you can do.
I'm not against cycling.
Sounds like you are.
No, I'm not. I'm saying we need
Courtney,
a better
do you think he's
system.
against cycling?
I hear
No.
anti-cycling.
I'm looking out for cyclists.
But we just said there needs to be more bike lanes, and you're saying that's not the solution.
I don't think lanes, just more bike roads. Like, just whole separate.
separate.
Yeah, like-
roads
Can't they be
that are just
separate?
like
this
it'll work.
sort of thing.
It's like in Hilton Head, there's bike trails everywhere on that
It's like
island.
the Katy Trail.
It's awesome.
Madison County has tons of like bike. They're just bike trails that
Yeah.
run all over the county.
They're pretty
You can-
incredible.
You can ride wherever you want. Let's do more of that.
More bike trails.
Yeah,
more bike
I'm
trails.
with you there.
More
That's
bike
cool.
trail. Yeah, we can.
And
all
bike
do that.
lanes.
everybody.
Right, guys? Okay, more bike lanes.
All right, Chris, what do you got?
Do I have time for a strong opinion?
Not really.
Okay.
You have a weak one?
I kind of forgot it anyway.
You've already forgotten it?
I think so. Oh, here's my strong opinion. When two people on the same show have the same strong opinion, one of them needs to get a new strong opinion.
I have. I
I'm
have
just kidding. I'm
extras.
just
I
kidding.
have extras, but that was literally the one I had teed up for today.
And I wrote it down like he's not going to mention this. And I called you that one day.
I was waiting because you were then.
She did
you
call you
went
that
on
one day.
vacation. You went on vacation. I was like, well, I'm not going to do this one. And then
Am I
these
not
two-
allowed a day off?
Am I not
No,
allowed a day
I
off?
wanted you to be here because you were just as angry about it as me.
bothers me. I
And it
told
was-
on him.
It was more
Didn't
fun.
work. That's right. I'm snitching. All right, so that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Strong opinions. It's Courtney's show, The Arch.
First 5 notes on 106.5 The Arch.
All right, first 5 notes brought to you by Carroll House Furniture. Get honest value and quality furniture. Shop Carroll House because you like nice things. Our contestant for first 5 notes. Hello, Lisa from Belleville. How you doing today?
Good. How's everybody?
Great. I'm feeling good.
I'm pretty small.
Good.
I think everybody's good here. We have a pair of tickets for you to see John Oliver at the Stiefel Theater on September 7th. So that's like a week away, Lisa. And all you have to do is get 2 out of 3 in first 5 notes. Who are you going to play against?
I'm going to play against Chris.
Chris hasn't played in a while.
Out.
Really? Because I know you don't want to play against Truck.
All right, are you ready to go, Lisa, Chris?
I'll do my best, yes.
We're both ready.
All right, here's song number 1.
Let it be.
Yeah.
it is.
Not even mad, Lisa.
No, that was great. All right. Lisa, you just have to get this next one. You get those tickets. Here's song number 2.
The title of the song is really hard.
Yeah, just try to get the artist.
Yeah.
Choo choo.
I need more. I need to listen more.
Oh, you need more notes?
Okay.
Well, if it was the first 15 notes, you'd be in luck.
Planes, blanks, and automobiles.
Yeah, that should be a pretty good hint.
I know it, but I don't know what.
Well, I know, but you got to listen to these clues, and
Planes.
we're trying to help you.
Blanks and automobiles.
Like an automobile.
No.
Yeah, this
Okay,
is not working.
Courtney just said it, but like choo choo.
Train. Oh,
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that you say it that way.
Well, now I know it.
Now that
Now
you
I
say
know
the
that
word
one.
train,
Yeah.
then I know that it's train.
Drops of Jupiter is the song.
Yeah, you're not getting that.
All right, let's get this last one just to solidify your win. Here's song number 3.
Okay.
Nice. I don't think Lisa's got this
No.
one.
Oh man, I feel like such a loser. I don't know.
No, this is a really
hard
tough one.
You've won already.
Yeah.
You're playing with house money now, Lisa.
Not pretty, but
you know it.
Not pretty, but
I do.
Oh, you don't care if Chris
She's just
takes this
falling on her
one?
sword.
You know, take it. I don't know it.
Go ahead.
Is it I Hate Everything About You?
It is.
No, it's wrong. Actually,
It's right.
It's Pearl Jam.
It's Ugly
Is it Ugly
Kid
Kid Joe?
Yes. That's a win for you somehow, Lisa. So you're gonna see John Oliver at the Stiefel on September 7th. Congrats to you. Hold on. We'll get all your info. We'll play again tomorrow on The Courtney Show.
The Courtney Show.
Yes, it is The Courtney Show. Time for some texts. We're running a little behind.
Rich, just keep on getting richer. That's the first text.
Is that what it
Who
says?
sent that?
No,
Oh, you sent that?
I said that.
But it's the truth.
It is the truth.
Strong opinion.
Mellow Melissa Owens says, love, 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 strong opinions. Sorry, Chris, for all the exclamation points. Yeah, there's way too many.
She
many.
sent in a lot.
They were extra strong today.
Extra strong.
And
Well, we were united
universal.
on one. Yeah.
Mickey texted in, said both shows Saturday were off the charts. Fantastic. That 8 p.m. crowd had tremendous energy, and the house rocked. Honor to be a part of it. So Mickey's in the 501st. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
What is it?
They're the
501st
the
Legion.
Star Wars gang.
They do this, and they do so many good things in the community, and yeah, visiting kids and all that. And yeah, it was. They made it special. It was great.
All right, I'm late to the conversation. I'm late to the Suits conversation, but I was catching up on the podcast this week, and Netflix algorithm is wild. It's all because you watch The Witcher, you might like Suits. Because you watch Chimp Empire, you might like Suits. Did you like Boss Baby? We think you'll like Suits.
It's bizarre.
So I'm watching Suits now.
It was like, when did I bring that up? Like a month? Was it about a month and a half
Yeah,
ago?
because it was like the landing page for Netflix. It
Yeah.
was always
What
on
are they
Suits.
What are they getting out of it?
It is
I mean,
weird.
wouldn't you want to be
What
Suits?
are they getting out of
Like, your show has been off the air for a while.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to be like, can you promote us?
There's all these movies too that like didn't do well at the box office, but they're just crushing it on Netflix. So they must have some kind of. You know what I could think is they got it's a big property where everyone kind of knows the name, and then it's what'd you guys say it is 9 seasons, so it serves them to get people hooked because they're coming
Yeah,
back
you're
as
on
opposed to like, oh, we got this one of these British shows that are 4 episodes
Yeah.
long. So I think they're like, let's go in big on Suits because people are just going
And they have a lot of episodes.
It's like manufactured buzz.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost 30 Rock and then they lost The Office, so they don't have like.
Oh, yeah, something that's a lot of seasons with multiple episodes that'll keep you coming back.
I wonder what the meeting was like. Somebody was just like, guys, I know this sounds crazy, but Suits is really good. Like we gotta start pumping Suits. And the boss man's like, you're out of your mind, Dave. Like
it worked.
you're fired. And he's like, I promise you, if you watch one season of Suits, I will resign, And
the other guy's like, it's not as good as Game of Thrones. And he's like, you watch
I'll bet you my job.
Does your guys have the preview? Is it the same scene that we all see when you scroll through and it's like, oh, you should watch Suits? And it's the scene where he's like, I'd give you the $25,000 right now. But you're not a lawyer and you didn't go to Harvard or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
That's the scene that always is on our television.
Oh, I don't know. I'm in the show.
She doesn't even wait for the trip. She's like, yes, make it happen.
Continue watching.
Give me Suits.
Sometimes I just want to be told what to watch. I don't want to hit every streaming service and go, what sounds good? And then I'll look it up on my phone. Just, if I believe in you and your taste, just tell me what to watch.
Right. I'm watching Invasion right now. Huge mistake. It's terrible.
Dumb. It's not
Which one's
good.
Invasion? With
It's on
Tim
Apple.
Robbins?
No,
that's Silo.
What's his name?
I watched all of
Sam.
Silo.
Who was in the first episode? It was somebody awesome. He was in. Who's the main guy in Jurassic Park?
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. And you're like, man, the first few episodes, they're slow playing you, and like nobody's really acting because there's nothing going on, and you're like, ooh,
this is gonna be good.
This is gonna be something, and then it's like, oh, holy smokes, this is the worst show I've ever seen.
Terrible. I can't believe they did a second season.
It's unfathomable that they would do a second season.
You need to go in on Silo.
I've seen Silo.
Oh, you watched the whole season?
Oh, yeah,
You should watch Foundation.
I've seen Foundation.
Oh, you watched this new season?
You should watch Suits.
I've seen Suits.
How about Monk?
I've seen Monk.
I think Foundation is the most confusing show I've ever watched. Like there's like 100 people on it.
I'm also lightly watching You're the Worst.
Oh, okay.
It's a comedy.
I haven't seen that
It's
one.
pretty funny. It's not for everyone.
Like people talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, it's got good people in it. The guy from I don't know what else. He's a British guy, but it's good.
Hello.
He is. He talks just like that.
Like that.
That's how they all talk.
We've got some text of the day questions, but we're going to answer those tomorrow. We're going to do them tomorrow. But if you guys want to text anything tonight on the Cheney Window and Door text line, do that at 314-669-4665.
The Courtney Show.
All right, that's it for us. The blog today. Let's see what we put up.
She's a little thin today.
Oh, she is thin. It's a Monday.
She's on Ozempic.
Great moments from The Price is Right. It's a compilation of all these just great Bob Barker moments and how he just rolled with the crazy contestant punches. Like there's one part where he calls a name and the person doesn't come on down, and the husband goes out the back door because the person's in the bathroom.
No way.
Yes. But
she comes running in.
She comes running in.
Oh, my God.
And then all the times he was picked up by people. It's just very funny.
Weird.
Plus the styles of clothing is pretty fantastic. And what else did I love about those old clips? I mean, just these people all want to kiss him. It's like the opposite of Dawson. They all want to kiss him, but he's like all right.
No, put me down.
So some great clips and best of moments from The Price is Right, 106.5, thearch.com.
Oh, hey.
Sheeran,
the Courtney Show
30
podcast nailed it again.
SNL
Everybody
characters. It's
deserves
not a good list.
pat on
But
the
you can
back
look at it and
and a
write
big
them
glass of bourbon.
if you would like. That's on the website, but also on the website, we need your requests for the Great Taste Gang Song of the Day.
Yeah, 1065thearch.com. You can request anytime, just like David Bornholt did. He wanted to hear some Traveling Wilburys. He wanted to hear End of the Line. We went with that one. That is your Great Taste Gang Song of the Day. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow at 6. Thanks for listening to The Courtney Show. Have a great day.
WARH.
Oh, hey. The Courtney Show podcast nailed it again. Everybody deserves a good pat on the back and a big glass of bourbon at Salt and Smoke. See you there.
Hurt in a car accident? Injured on the job? At Cantor Injury Law, we know how overwhelming it can feel. With over 100 years of combined local legal experience and over $500 million won, we fight to get you the justice you deserve.
You can count on Cantor Injury Law to stand by your side. You pay nothing out of pocket. We only win when you win.
When you're injured, count on Cantor. Cantor Injury Law, 314-628-9999, or visit CantorInjuryLaw.com.
You can count on Cantor.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.